and gentlemen, welcome to the WEDF Season 3 Draft. I am the current Intercontinental Champion, currently representing SmackDown, Oshujax, here tonight at the commentary table to bring you 3 hours, yes, 3 hours of exciting action. A brand new start for the WEDF, and what a way to start after a monumental WrestleMania II event, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed it or if you didn't see it, you need to turn around and go watch it again, man. I tell you, great call event, great times to be had. And now joining me at this time, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed voice of WEDF, Frank Dog. And I was seriously hoping that after the main event of WrestleMania II, that this guy wouldn't come back, or at least this guy would be knocked out, and I'd be running solo here tonight, but he just had to grace us with his presence. Anyway, I don't know exactly what Frank Dog is doing here, but Frank Dog apparently has a message. He has something that apparently he wants to get off his chest to the WEDF universe. What that may be, I don't know. But I gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, that man right there was instrumental to that WEDF. Wait a minute.
After what happened at WrestleMania II, I must say, I am apologizing for my actions. I got out of line, WEDF universe. I am heartily sorry for offending all of you and putting myself above of what I'm supposed to be. I am a broadcast journalist. That is my job. My job isn't to interfere in matches or help anyone out. My job is to call the story the way it is. And I apologize for whatever happened over the past few months, and it got me into a bad situation which got me stunned at WrestleMania II. Once again, WEDF Universe, I wholeheartedly apologize to every single one of you for doing what I did at WrestleMania II, and it will never happen again. Thank you for your time. Now it's time to shake things up again, as it's time for the 2011 WEDF Draft to get underway. Let's get to it for our first match. Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston. As these two were partners at WrestleMania II, now their opponents competing for a draft pick. Who's going to get the draft pick? We're about to find out right now.
And Frank Dog stealing my job there, but of course our opening match tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Rey Mysterio from SmackDown taking on Kofi Kingston from Raw. Again, ladies and gentlemen, whichever representative of each show wins will get a draft pick for that brand. I, of course, am on the chopping block. Of course, champions are free, but here joining me at this time, everybody give him a hand for humility. Frank Dog, the voice of WEDF, how are you doing, man?
Well, I made a mistake, and it'll never happen again. I promise you that. Anyway, let's get to our first match of the night. Kofi Kingston, here he comes. What do you think of these two? They were partners at WrestleMania II. Now they're opponents tonight, fighting for a draft pick.
The short-lived Booyaka Boom team definitely put up a hell of a fight against Jericho for the WEDF Tag Team Championships. But tonight, this is definitely going to be an interesting dynamic. I think, you know, both of these men have recognized that their one shot's over, their one shot's done. Now it's time for them to get back to what they were doing best, being singles competitors. Kofi Kingston, of course, the former WEDF champion. Rey Mysterio, though, this is interesting. Rey Mysterio, of course, I'm a SmackDown guy. I hope Rey Mysterio wins the draft pick, but Rey Mysterio, he hasn't really been a world champion. He's had world championship opportunities, but he's got no better opponent tonight to get in gear for a world championship opportunity than by facing a man like Kofi Kingston.
And let's remember, when Kofi Kingston was on that roll, he actually defeated Rey Mysterio in the singles match on SmackDown a few months ago. So you think Kofi has that in his mind? You think Mysterio has that in his mind that Kofi beat Mysterio before and lost him into new heights?
I mean, the shadow of that definitely, I don't know how to exactly put it, but you definitely have to remember, I think Rey Mysterio remembers how Kofi's streak started. I think he realizes that in order for him to start that streak or stop Kofi from getting another one, especially for a draft pick on the line, he has to defeat Kofi, and he has to prove that the Cinderella story was all a fluke. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Our first match of the night. Lock up between Kofi and Ray. Kofi with a headlock. Oh my goodness, what a big headbutt to start it off from Kofi Kingston right there.
Kofi Kingston showing a tremendous amount of just confidence here early on, knowing he is the former WEDF champion. Look at Mysterio, got caught with Kofi. Oh,
Kofi looked like he was about to counter with that powerbomb, but Rey Mysterio, nice agility, nice athleticism there to get himself out of that messy situation. Now we see Rey Mysterio using those quick kicks, that speed to his advantage. That's definitely one thing he has over Kofi Kingston to counter his unorthodox offense. Rey Mysterio, so agile, so fast. You don't know what this man is going to do, but Kofi, you see right there, catching off guard with that unorthodox offense. I can't even speak tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just so excited to see how this show turns out.
Well, remember, Kofi is very quick, too. You can't underestimate that. When he misses that, Mysterio gets out of the way. But Mysterio might have the advantage in the quickness. So what do you think Kofi's got to do, knowing that Mysterio has the quickness edge?
Knowing that Mysterio has the quickness advantage, I think Kofi Kingston, but you see that confidence right there, those taunts. Kofi, first of all, he needs to stop doing that. Second of all, I mean, he's got to stick to what he's doing. He's got to use the element of surprise to his advantage. He has an offense that is so unique and so unorthodox that, you know, he could just do about anything and catch everybody off guard. But, I mean, with a guy as fast as Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, he's pretty much going to have to pull every trick out of his bag to get him down as he goes. Crucifix roll up. 1, 2.
Kofi Kingston almost had it there. Almost won the draft pick for Raw. Mysterio with a crucifix of his own.
1, 2, no!
These two are evenly matched. They just went for the same move on each other.
Matching speed with speed, matching offense with offense. Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio, this is definitely a perfect choice. Kingston getting out of the way of that drop kick there, but Mysterio, you see though, Mysterio just using those kicks and also focusing on Kofi's legs. That is a very, very tremendous strategy and tremendous advantage point for Rey Mysterio. Weakening those legs takes out a lot of Kofi Kingston's moveset, but he goes again to that crucifix. 1. Mysterio quickly kicking out another smart strategy there. The constant pins, the constant roll-ups. Waste more energy from both men, but Kofi Kingston with the advantage. Hops over again. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful move that was from Kofi as he hooks the leg. 1, 2. Now,
usually you see Mysterio get ground like that. It's interesting enough for him to go to try to ground Kofi Kingston.
I think both of these men might have to try to ground each other. They know their strength is high flying. They know their strengths are going to be very unorthodox and athletic maneuvers. So they're going to have to go to the focus of those moves and focus on the legs.
It's an unorthodox style again of Kofi Kingston coming into play. He's got the steer down. What's Kofi going for here?
Oh my goodness! Beautiful, I want to say that was a senton, but that was, I don't think that was, but that was a very nice maneuver nonetheless from Kofi. I think Kofi looks like he's going for the cover. 1, 2, oh, Raw almost had a draft pick right there. Kofi! Oh my, what a beautiful, beautiful tornado DDT, but Rey Mysterio quickly up, throwing him in the corner. Looked like he was trying for something there. Kofi! What a beautiful counter to stopping Rey Mysterio before he can get any more offense!
Mysterio just got busted open.
I don't know how you can see it through the mask, ladies and gentlemen, but that's definitely not good for Rey Mysterio. Time is now against him, and Kofi looked like he was going to go for trouble in paradise, but Rey Mysterio with a big counter there and a drop kick. Too far to set up for 619 though.
That could be the opening Mysterio needs, but Kofi again catches him.
That wasn't an opening that Mysterio needed. That looked like a mistake. Had Kofi been closer to the ropes, Mysterio could have put this match away, but now because he couldn't, Kofi again with the advantage. Kofi again getting a little too confident for his own good.
Wait, Kofi. Wait, what's Kofi going for here?
Single leg and crab shade to Lance Storm as he locks that in, but Mysterio quickly crawling to the ropes.
Mysterio forcing Kofi to break the hold there, but interesting for Kofi Kingston to go for a submission maneuver.
Wait, Kofi.
Kofi setting it up. Here we go.
Are we going to see Trouble in Paradise on Rey Mysterio? No, we're not. Mysterio had that too well examined. And now Mysterio, a Russian leg sweep to take down Kofi Kingston. And if Mysterio could set this up.
Yeah, Mysterio. This is vintage Rey Mysterio. Here we go. Mysterio.
Big senton. Beautiful scenic senton there as he hooks the leg. This is it. 1, 2. Now. Mysterio. Oh my. Corkscrew senton right there from Rey Mysterio. Hooking the leg. 1, 2.
Oh, Kofi again kicking out. These two are putting on a show to start off the draft.
Wait. Mysterio's got him set up. Mysterio's got him set up. Oh, why did dial it up? 6, 4, 9. And Mysterio with a body splash to set it off. 1, 2, 3.
Mysterio earns the draft pick for SmackDown. I bet you're happy. See, maybe a possible challenger for the Intercontinental title.
That and new blood. New blood is always a good thing. That's what the draft is all about. It's all about shaking things up. It's all about getting some new blood. It's all about seeing some new competition. I wonder who from Raw is going to mix it up with the ranks of SmackDown now, but nonetheless, a very monumental victory for Rey Mysterio. Definitely a big start for the man, defeating a former WEDF champion. You got to think Rey Mysterio could be inching closer and closer to a world title opportunity with this victory.
What a win for Rey Mysterio. He pulled through once again. And now we're gonna find out who's gonna shift the change over on Friday night. Who's coming over to WEDF SmackDown? We're about to find out.
The master, the 619 though, back with the momentum after WrestleMania II. Congratulations to Rey Mysterio.
Who's it going to be?
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It could be anybody. Who was the first pick?
Come with it.
Oh my God! What? You're kidding me!
Randy Orton is heading to SmackDown. What a shocker!
The Legend Killer, the Viper, the former WEDF champion, the former United States champion, a man who arguably had the match of the night at WrestleMania II against Samoa Joe. The first pick. What a way to start it off, and what a gain for the blue brand of SmackDown.
And Randy Orton, the Viper, heading to SmackDown. We're going to see a bunch of RKOs over there. He's going to make history over on SmackDown. What a way to start the draft, as Randy Orton is the first pick in the draft. But what a show we have tonight. This is only the beginning of an explosive night.
Yes, it is. That was a great way to start it off. Randy Orton now officially on SmackDown, and I'm sure that's not the only shakeup we're going to see tonight.
Holy Rojo.
What?
What? Well, it was going to be AJ Morrison versus Cara and Rojo.
Oh, but Rojo seems to be too ashamed of his loss at WrestleMania II.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the high-flying Evan Bourne, who came so close to winning the Intercontinental title last night, but it was cut short by the man who's at ringside next to me, Oshizak. What did you think of Evan Bourne's performance? Do you think he had a chance at actually taking that title?
You know, I'll be honest. At first, I thought he did. I was kind of getting scared, but seeing as I eliminated, steamrolled through all the other 3 men in that match, do I really think Evan Bourne could have won? Maybe, but you know, this isn't a Cinderella story. This isn't a dream world. This is real as it gets. I beat Evan Bourne just like I said I would.
Oh my. Evan Bourne is, oh my.
He is facing the new United States champion, the Hawaiian Matt Icorn.
And that's a 10-month journey to capture that United States Championship. He's been screwed over, put down, but he showed resiliency. He never gave up. The Icorn Nation was at his side at WrestleMania II, and he defeated Sheamus, outlasting everyone. I mean, if you want something impressive at WrestleMania II, Icorn went through five hungry challengers to win that United States Championship.
That's correct, but he didn't pin all 5 of those challengers, but I'm not going to take away from that man's performance. As he would probably say, not so much the Icorn Nation, but the Homer-sexuals. I am one of them, by the way. My boy Matt Icorn doing well for himself as the United States champion. Started months ago on his long quest. Won the television championship along the way. Probably the heaviest. Well, no. Big Show beats that record now, I think.
Of what? The
heaviest TV champ.
Yeah, Big Show's the heaviest in the history. But Icorn was one of the most impressive.
Icorn, probably, I don't know if this is real or not, but he was definitely one of the longest reigning of the past season.
It wasn't until Santino eclipsed that mark.
Absolutely, but nonetheless, Matt Icorn finally...
Oh! He's answering Evan Bourne right now.
He's really going to town with that big splash right there. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Here's another thing you have to deal with Evan Bourne and Matt Icorn. You know, Bourne, not really tallest or strongest person, not really the heaviest as well. But Icorn, I got it. Oh my goodness!
Knees to the face. The quickness. Evan Bourne's got to use that quickness if he wants to even survive against Icorn here tonight. But again, he beat you after he got busted open. So you just can't count this kid out.
You know, I did say that victory was a fluke, and I proved it, but there's one thing I learned, is that momentum is key, and Evan Bourne could get him right here, but Icorn quickly kicking out.
Oh, Evan Bourne just got swatted away.
He tried for that moonsault. Icorn quickly got out of the way, and he got a headbutt for his efforts. And now Matt Icorn again on the offensive.
I gotta say, very aggressive here.
Icorn is also, oh my goodness! He's also a very heavy
off that
to deal with.
Homer Nation slam.
Exactly, that was still an impressive maneuver nonetheless. Of course, as Homer would say, I would know all about that move, seeing as I am from Alabama, of course. But anyway, back to this match here. Matt Icorn, check this out. Oh my goodness!
A tiger bomb.
A beautiful tiger bomb at that as he goes for the cover. Oh no, not even 2.
At this rate, I think Raw's going to get a draft pick here because Evan Bourne is just getting destroyed. Icorn's just showing a very aggressive side. He's a beast out there.
He looks possessed. He looks like some kind of animal. I don't think I've ever seen this intensity out of Matt Icorn in a while. And this is a man who puts on pretty captivating and, you know, devastating performances.
Off that clothesline, Evan Bourne's trying to fight out. Could this be it? No, Evan Bourne again kicks up. And Evan Bourne, one thing about him is that he won't quit. He won't quit until he's knocked out for good.
Evan Bourne has that fighting spirit of a champ. Oh, this could be it. Icorn is thinking kill shot. He's got the weapon ready. Look for it. Bourne quick with the counter from behind. Bourne with another Hurricanrana.
And Evan Bourne's got to keep Icorn off his toes.
Oh my!
Look at that.
It's what a big kick. Shades of his mental. And damn, Evan Bourne with those knees. Bourne is on fire. Bourne could do this, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got to keep Icorn grounded. He's got to keep him moving. Evan Bourne is at the pace he wants to be at right now.
Momentum is key. Evan Bourne has the advantage. Stay on Matt Eichhorn. It's your only chance. He's going up high. Moonsault beautifully connected. Hooks the leg.
One. To the no.
The underdog of this match. Maybe not as much of an underdog as Rey Mysterio, but Evan Bourne putting up one until Matt Eichhorn just completely derailed him with that spine buster.
He's trying to play cat and mouse with Eichhorn, but it was just a matter of time before Eichhorn caught him with Samoan drop.
That brimming strength of Matt Eichhorn should not be questioned as he hooks the leg, or not hooks the leg, but makes the cover. Excuse me.
Evan Bourne almost had him there, but Eichhorn, what's he called with that huge double spine buster?
Uh-oh. This is a move that Homer's known for as well. Matt Eichhorn on the Fattitude adjustment. And now Eichhorn setting up the WMD.
Is this necessary?
This is the kill shot.
I'm like, calling you had Evan Bourne beat, just pin him off the Fattitude adjustment. That was that's a little much from Eichhorn, but still, impressive win nonetheless.
I don't think that was much for Matt Eichhorn. I think that was necessary. That Fattitude adjustment completely turned the momentum around, and that
when he hit the kill shot, that wasn't necessary. He had him beat. That's just showboating there.
I don't think that was showboating as much as it was necessary. This Fattitude adjustment right here set Evan Bourne perfectly up for this kill shot right here from the un-Hawaiian Hawaiian. And nonetheless, like it or not, the United States champion continues rolling on his momentum out of WrestleMania II. And now because of this victory, Monday Night Raw is going to get their first draft pick of the night. Who knows? I could be drafted. Anybody from SmackDown could be drafted. Hell, they could probably even get Randy Orton back.
Gerald Masters, anyone's eligible, and I think Evan Bourne's knocked out. He might have a concussion here, ladies and gentlemen. But still, who's coming over to Monday Night Raw? Anyone is eligible, from Cena Long down to Jack Starr.
Down to the anonymous general manager. Now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the first pick of the night for Raw. Let's see it!
Whoa! Oh my God! The Dominator, the Bull Bobby Lashley. He's coming over to Monday Night Raw. I have a feeling this is a huge thing. This is explosive. Raw there, the superstars there beyond their heels, as Lashley is bringing his talent over to Monday Night Raw. And here he comes supporting the Raw t-shirt. And this man is a future world champion in the making. Don't you agree with me?
I definitely agree. Bobby Lashley, no easy competitor. Probably the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of the past season. A very dominant competitor. A very athletic competitor. He is definitely perfect to come to Raw to fill the void that Randy Orton left. And I gotta say, Raw and SmackDown already looking to be interesting with these two big picks.
That's just two. We have a lot more in store tonight. It's just the beginning.
We have 3 hours worth, Frank Dog. 3 hours.
Yes, the Grish.
Backstage with the former United States champion, Montel Vontavious Porter.
MVP, he put it upon himself.
Ooh, fat back and Twinkies.
I don't think you should be saying that.
Well, MVP making his intentions known. He's not finished with Matt Eichhorn. His intentions are still on the United States Championship. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we have to move on to the third match of the night. Coming out representing SmackDown, the All-American Jack Swagger.
You know, we haven't seen Jack Swagger for a while. He thought he needed to tune up his abilities after just falling off the map, and Swagger is looking a lot more motivated and confident than he's been in the past few months.
Well, this man has really fallen from grace, if you ask me, Frank Dog. He was a former, very capable and deserving United States champion, but as soon as he lost that title to Zack Starr, you know, Swagger has been on a big downward fall, even after the Team Angle Alliance, and I think it's only going to get worse as he
fixes this. Oh, man. The All-American has just met a monster, and Kane, you know it means business whenever those flames hit, whenever that music hits.
Kane, the big red monster, the man, the myth, the machine. Ladies and gentlemen, Kane came as close as anybody to winning the United States Championship at WrestleMania II. But even then, Kane, I don't think Jack Swagger stands a chance against a man the size of Kane. Even though he's tuned up his ability, even though he's gotten himself ready, I just gotta say, every 9 times out of 10, I'm putting my money on this man right here.
Oh, you can feel that. Last time these two were in the same ring together, Swagger had Kane beat in a bragging rights elimination match, but he taunted a little too much, and Kane sat up and hit a choke slam.
Absolutely. It's the other thing about it that Swagger needs to realize. He is a very decorated athlete, a 2-time All-American, a very successful collegiate athlete. But
former tag team champion.
Yes, a former WEDF United States champion, of course, but Jack Swagger, I don't think he's ever been the same since his United States Championship run, just kind of fallen out of the spotlight when he really looked like he could have been a future world champion.
Well, win over Kane could really change that. I mean, he's showing that aggressiveness here. One thing you've got to be careful is do not taunt. That has come back to haunt you so many times. That has cost many superstars. Jack Swagger really needs to realize that, not to get overconfident, and stay on the big red machine. Because you know what Kane's capable of. He's a monster.
But now you see Swagger wisely taking a breath right here, taking some time to stop the momentum of Kane. Tried that cheap shot there. Kane all ready for it though. Swagger missed a lot on that opportunity, and now Kane is easily making him pay for it, showing Swagger that he's not safe anywhere in the arena from this man's wrath.
Kane wisely throws Swagger back in the ring. Just continue the onslaught. Oh, wow!
Oh my goodness! What a suplex from Kane!
That was a choking belly to belly.
Just launching Jack Swagger like a rag doll.
We got it covered. Will this be it? 1, 2. Swagger showing resiliency. They're kicking out.
Swagger is not out of this yet, but he might be if Kane continues this onslaught. Now Kane, Irish whip it to the ropes, getting ready for something, trying for a big boot! Swagger with a beautiful German suplex counter!
Swagger has the speed advantage here. Now Swagger's staying on the attack. There you go, Swagger. You better stay on the attack. Just stay on the attack. Just stay on him. That's
you have to stay on him. Don't taunt. Keep directing. Keep directing your attack on Kane. Work on the legs. Get ready for that signature ankle lock.
What a belly-to-belly, just throwing those hits. That's 300 pounds.
Oh my God! Showing the snap of his former mentor on that as well.
Referee just getting in the way of Swagger's momentum. But you think the referee's down.
It still hasn't stopped Swagger though. The man is rolling. And now Swagger, check it out, ladies and gentlemen. The athleticism of what a nice Swagger bomb from the All-American American.
Uh-oh. Swagger will be singing up for the government powerbomb. Kane's in trouble. Look at that 300. No, Kane's showing the agility.
That agility, of course, very, very wise. Looked like Kane could have went for the choke slam right there.
Swagger wisely rolling out of the ring. Oh, another belly on the floor.
And unlike last time, Swagger actually on the prowl right as Kane rolls to the outside.
Knees met a steel step. Looks like Swagger's trying to soften Kane's knees up for that ankle. Like you know, Kane has had some bad knee problems in the past.
Absolutely. It's a smart strategy for Swagger. Be it underhanded, it is definitely clever for this man to go to such tactics. And now
Swagger with Gutbuster.
Very nice Gutbuster right there. Now Swagger hyperextending the joint of those legs right there, just twisting and turning at them.
This is smart. Just staying up for that ankle lock.
The focused attack on the legs could pay off for Swagger if he continues to keep this up on Kane.
Swagger with a chop block.
A chop block!
Swagger's been scouting his opponents. Just learning. That training has paid off.
You definitely see Swagger has learned something. Even if he doesn't win, he's definitely keeping even with Kane. I think Swagger has definitely improved.
Uh-oh. Kane counters into a side headlock. Huge elbow.
Kane looked like he was trying to get the momentum back. Swagger quickly taking advantage again. Taking him. There you go. Chopping the big redwood down. That is what you have to do, Jack Swagger. That is what you should do. That is what you must do.
Swagger turning him over.
Oh my goodness, what a back suplex! Hook the bridge on there! Kane almost counted for 3. A big trembler from Swagger. No, never mind. Just
he was going for the ankle lock, but he continues to soften him up. Here we go.
That's definitely what you want to do. And I think Swagger was trying to get Kane's leg around the post. I don't know if that was the correct post to do it, especially when there's stairs there. I don't think Swagger actually did want to do it either, to be honest with you. Swagger sizing up, Kane not really sure of what to do.
Swagger's lost his train of thought. You don't want to do that against Kane. Wait a minute, he's called. Oh!
The intimidation of, wait a minute! That's it! It's locked in! Kane could be about a second away from the... Oh, he's not! Way too close, but Swagger continuing on the offense with that German, and he hooks the leg. Wise strategy for Swagger. Kicking out right there. Kane's... Look at the elevation! Look at how high Kane just tossed Swagger.
Swagger is not backing down one bit.
Trying to throw him in the... No, he wasn't throwing him in the ropes. Nice pull-back clothesline there from Swagger. Kane holding the ribs, favoring them, and still hurt. But Kane with a big uppercut. And I think Kane looks to be setting up for the end. Laying into Jack Swagger in the ropes.
Another back body drop.
Jesus! Just the devastating power from Kane. Trying for a big... Tried it way too soon there, but that jab good enough to knock Swagger clean off his feet. Into the corner, and Kane with a big clothesline.
Kane.
Going up.
Kane.
This is signature Kane. This is trouble for Jack Swagger. Keeping him away. A big clothesline. Signature Kane. And now Kane.
Kane's now looking to send Swagger to hell.
Calling for the end.
Got the throat. Choke Swagger.
Oh my.
The Swagger. Going for the... No. Kane. A thumb to the eye.
Trying for that ankle lock. But Kane calling for it again. Swagger with no idea. He's in trouble. Kane's got him. Going for that choke slam all the way to hell.
And this is got to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the All-American American. What an effort it was. 1, 2,
3. What a fight from Jack Swagger. I definitely say the All-American Americans training has paid off. But on this night, it has not paid off enough to dethrone the big red machine, Kane. And now because of this, Raw is picking up its second draft pick of the night. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, Kane and Jack Swagger absolutely tore the house down here tonight. And I gotta give all the credit in the world to Jack Swagger, but Kane, an impressive victory for the big red monster. Called in that choke slam when it was right. And because of that, or not athleticism, resilience, that veteran instinct, Kane now stands tall as the victor. And Raw has its second draft pick, and the big red machine steamrolling once again, baby.
Who's heading over to Monday night?
It could be anybody, even me. Fingers crossed, and boom! Man, I never get tired of that.
I can't get tired of feeling that. I feel it all the time.
Well, here we go, the third draft pick of the night. We've seen Randy Orton and Bobby Lashley change places. Who will go to Raw now?
Here we go. Oh my! Oh no! Mark Henry is heading to Raw, and the whole Raw locker room has got to be on their toes here.
You talk about monsters. This is a man who now, besides The Undertaker, holds a pinfall victory over Abyss.
And the second man to do so.
Exactly. But I think this new side of Mark Henry, the man to enter into the inductor, so to say, or the creator of the Hall of Pain, introduced Abyss as his first victim after that hellacious Monsters Ball match.
Mark Henry, prior to that, was wreaking havoc on SmackDown, terrorizing superstars such as Kurt Angle, John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, among many others.
I mean, just look at Mark Henry. He's smiling about this. He's happy about this. This man is sick. This man is a freak. How can you smile at this?
Here we go, yep.
You're not considered World Championship material? Well, after that performance at WrestleMania II, I think otherwise, Mark.
I have to agree here. Many condone Mark Henry's actions, but Mark Henry backed it up at WrestleMania II.
Some people have compared Mark Henry's intensity and just sheer menacing power to somewhat that of Cain Velasquez. Wait a minute. Wait. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I have received an email from the anonymous Raw General Manager, and I quote, Mark Henry, since you claim you can take on anybody, how about you take on one man who seeks revenge against you? And that is the former World Heavyweight Champion, Kurt Angle. If you want to prove you can beat the best, here is one of the best who is seeking his revenge.
What?
Oh, and let's raise the stakes a little bit, Mark Henry. Let's make this a Raw versus SmackDown draft pick match. That is all from your anonymous Raw General Manager. Good luck, Mark Henry.
Oh my goodness! You're kidding me! You're kidding me! We're getting an impromptu draft match here between Mark Henry and the Olympic gold medalist, the man who was the former World Heavyweight Champion, lost that title at WrestleMania II in a triple threat to Danny Jackpot, also featuring John Cena. Kurt Angle is now getting to face Mark Henry one-on-one.
And you got to think that Kurt Angle has been wanting to put his hands on Mark Henry after Mark Henry put Kurt Angle through that table, I think, at episode 165.
Nonetheless, I don't know if this is absolutely smart for Kurt Angle to be out here competing against Mark Henry. I mean, I don't know if Kurt saw what happened to Abyss, but Mark Henry does not feel pain. He talks about how the monster Abyss is impervious to pain. Mark Henry just fucking made him look like a preschooler. I don't know why Kurt Angle is dumb enough to take this match tonight.
Kurt Angle's a competitor. He's a competitor. But I have to agree, though, Kurt Angle has he has balls, but those balls are going to get cut.
Well, that's the only chance that Kurt Angle has. You saw with that shot block there. He's got to work on those legs. He's got to use his athleticism. He's got to keep on Mark Henry, and he's got to use that speed, and he's got to get that ankle lock as tightly and quickly as he can, because the longer this match goes, I definitely got to think the more it's going to benefit Mark Henry and his range.
Well, you got to think, though, that Kurt Angle, even if he hits that ankle lock, Mark Henry is proving in the past that he could show Kurt Angle away from the ankle lock.
Absolutely, but still, even then, I mean, Kurt Angle, take nothing away from the man, thinks on his feet. The man is an athlete. If there's anybody who could probably beat Mark Henry, it'd have to be Kurt Angle. But just after what happened in the Monsters Ball match, I definitely think Kurt's in over his head against Mark Henry here. Mark Henry is a man possessed. The man, he's not even a man. I don't know what to call him. He's not a monster though. I don't know what to call this mastodon.
Freak of nature.
Mark Henry though, continuing on the assault. Here's another thing to think about. Wait a minute, he hooks the leg. 1,
2, no.
But anyway, here's another thing to think about. After that hellacious world title match that Kurt Angle had, I don't think Kurt is at 100% for his match, while Mark Henry looks to be running in 5th gear already. Look like nothing is wrong with him.
Well, he did compete in that Monsters Ball match. He got busted open, as did Abyss.
And he smiled about getting busted open. He smiled about it. He gladly defeated Abyss and smiled. The man doesn't even look fazed.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Speaking of Kurt Angle, here comes the world champion Danny Jackpot. Danny Jackpot
up. You can see that he glanced back at Danny Jackpot for just a split second, and that is not good for Kurt Angle, the former world champion.
Especially when Kurt Angle has revenge on his mind against Mark Henry and also Danny Jackpot. You also got to think Kurt Angle wants a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, has his rematch clause. You got to think he might have the advantage over Danny on when to cash that in. You got to think, you know, Kurt Angle wants that world title back.
You got to think at WrestleMania II, Kurt Angle was pinned by Danny, but it was after Cena did all the work.
Still, nonetheless, even though Danny won, Kurt Angle, I think he wants the title as well. He wants it back. He wants to prove that Danny's victory was a fluke. But anyway, back to this match as Mark Henry continues the hellacious assault on Kurt Angle. Absolutely devastating him right now. And now locking in an abdominal stretch.
Oh, that's stretching out the ribs. Remember, Kurt Angle does have that rib problem from that splash from that table.
But Kurt Angle is a
He's got to find a way to judo hip toss him or something.
Kurt Angle is a submissions expert. He can probably get out of this with ease if he tries enough.
He's close to the ropes too, but he can't get to them. Wait, he's got to...
Angle, oh my goodness! That strength on that hip toss! We know Angle's capable of doing things like that, but now Mark Henry...
Back on the offense.
Quickly continuing the assault. Mark Henry really doing a number into Kurt Angle.
Uh-oh, Mark Henry, oh! Boy, how's no one home? Kurt Angle butting heads.
And Kurt Angle with an elbow to the head. Kurt Angle, drop toe hold! Henry, no!
That could be it, no.
Henry, he just got up. Angle could have grounded him, but Henry not being denied. Oh my God!
And suplex.
You're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me.
Oh! Kurt Angle was trying to give up for the Angle slam, but Mark Henry just clobbers him with that big-time clothesline. Oh!
Look, going for 400 pounds of sheer destruction with that splash there, but Angle quickly getting out of the way.
Sidewalk slam, and Mark Henry just destroying Kurt Angle here, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure if Kurt Angle has anything left.
I don't know. This is about to be the end of Angle. World Strongest Slam! Angle quickly getting out of it with that arm trap STO. And now Angle, there you go! Smart strategy, locking in the ankle lock! The ankle lock is locked in! The ankle lock is locked in! Mark Henry is in trouble! The world's strongest man could tap out right here, ladies and gentlemen!
The world's strongest man to tap out! Or can Mark Henry somehow power out of this? He's capable of doing it. Or can Mark Henry manage to get to the ropes?
You see, Mark Henry is trying to crawl to the ropes, and he does so successfully! Forces the rope break! Now Kurt Angle...
Angle slam! Angle not letting up!
It's still the strength of that! You saw him just fucking... What the hell? That's gotta be it! Dude, what?
What can Kurt Angle do to beat this man?
I don't think there is anything he can do! This is a man who kicked out of everything Abyss threw at him! If a man like a monster, excuse me, if a monster like Abyss couldn't beat Mark Henry, who possibly can?
Oh! That whiplash, remember Kurt Angle's neck problems in the past. Oh no, oh, 400-pound splash.
Oh, Jesus. All that sheer destruction and tenacity all unleashed. And oh, no. Big splash by Mark Henry. 1, 2, kick out. Kurt Angle is still in this, but not for long as he turns around into the world's strongest slam.
Can Kurt Angle manage to kick out of this? I don't know. No.
2, 3.
Mark Henry has just defeated 2 former world champions on back-to-back shows.
The man is...
If you don't think that Mark Henry is capable of receiving a future title shot, I think you want to change your opinion right now, because Mark Henry just continues to steamroll.
I definitely think Stone Cold Steve Austin needs to be watching his back of this man right here. Mark Henry inflicting so much punishment. A second former world champion has fallen to him. First Abyss, then Kurt Angle.
Who's next?
The Hall of Pain quickly getting crushed.
Mark Henry earns a new draft pick for his... Brad, look at Mark Henry just smiling, and I really hope Mark Henry doesn't try to get that steel chair out again and put Kurt Angle's ankle through it, like he tried to do last time.
There's nothing to prove, but nonetheless, Raw gets its 3rd draft pick in a row. Who's it gonna be, ladies and gentlemen? We've seen Bobby Lashley.
What?
Oh! Woo! Buddy!
Oh no! If there's anything that can hold Mark Henry, Abyss has unfinished business with the world's strongest man. You gotta...
Abyss is probably the closest thing capable of defeating Kane, but nonetheless, Abyss, a man possessed, a monster possessed. You gotta think now that he's coming to Raw, Mark Henry looked like he had Abyss out of his sights. Now Abyss aiming directly into that man's crosshair. It's Mark Henry, and Mark Henry on the hills. A case of the Limbertail right there for Mark Henry, and Abyss clearly not finished with the man.
See Mark Henry wanting no part of Abyss here tonight. He says, wait, I've already beaten you. I have nothing to prove to you.
Nonetheless, the Hall of Pain just continues to get crowded and crowded. For Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Bobby Lashley. We've seen
Mark Henry and Abyss.
Yes, those are 3 monumental draft picks.
That's done got Randy Orton. But we still have more to come. We're going right to another match, Samoa Joe and Well, arguably could win the match of the night at WrestleMania II against Randy Orton.
That counter to the punt, I still have it burned in my brain. He took Randy Orton to his absolute limit. That match was definitely the bout of mental chess that everyone looked for. But this man right here, he countered that signature punt from Randy Orton and countered into that STF, and then he made Orton tap out in the middle of the ring. And I gotta say, whoever's going against Samoa Joe tonight, I think, Frank Dog, the safest thing to say here is that we've got a 4th draft pick of Raw coming over after this match.
I have to agree. Something I would like to see after that performance from Samoa Joe, I would like to see Samoa Joe go one-on-one with Mark Henry.
Whoa! But nonetheless, this is a big test for Samoa Joe here.
The former 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, Edge, coming up to a standing ovation. You want to know why? It's because he's joined his former partner Christian at WrestleMania II, and Edge actually dumped Vicky Guerrero in the process.
Edge changed his ways, had a change of heart, turned over a new leaf, reunited with his buddy Christian, and one of the best TLC matches I will remember forever in history against the $1 Million Congregation. And on that night, the $1 Million Congregation,
they made history. They made history.
And in history even. Still, the $1 Million Congregation proved their worth against the legendary tag team champions. But now, as we see, seems like Edge and Christian are done with that. Edge is in a singles match tonight here against Samoa Joe, and we're about to get things underway, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you gotta think Edge went to a TLC match. Samoa Joe went to a 15-minute match. Who's fresher? Who has the advantage here?
I would think Samoa Joe has the advantage. The man is on another level when it comes to wrestling. Samoa Joe, an absolute killer. One of the original motherfuckers that everybody fears and yet everybody respects. But
well, a lot of people respect Edge as well. The bicycle king, former world champion Edge.
And as I was about to say, take nothing away from Edge's resiliency. The man is the ultimate opportunist. If there's anybody who can find a way to win against this Samoan submission machine, it might have to be Edge. He can find an opportunity. If Samoa Joe leaves himself wide open, you can bet Edge is going to capitalize on that opportunity. But so far, Samoa Joe absolutely having his way with Edge right now.
One of me for Samoa Joe's career is he could actually beat Edge and Randy Orton 2 consecutive nights. Two big, huge stars of WEDF.
To beat the man in a singles match who has won the world title the most, along to beat somebody as vicious. Wait a minute, Edge with the cover. Only a 1 count though. To beat someone as vicious and deadly as Randy Orton, and to beat someone as wise and quick thinking on their feet as Edge, you definitely got to think that also continues to elevate Samoa Joe on another level. And as we already know, ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute, Northern Light suplex. Samoa Joe quickly kicking out. Now back to my point. You have to think, with all the people that Samoa Joe has beaten, let's be reminded that in Season 2, the only people to defeat Samoa Joe cleanly, without interference or distractions or otherwise, are Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WEDF champion, and Bobby Lashley. 2 very, very dominant superstars, successful champions. And Samoa Joe just continuing the onslaught right now. That bicycle kick absolutely devastating.
A big power slam.
Samoa Joe hooks the leg. Got the cover. 1. No. Joe continues the attack. Edge putting up a fight though, missing with a strike. Edge on fire. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful bulldog there from Edge. Textbook, simple but effective. As he locked in that Fujiwara armbar, trying to hyperextend the joint of Samoa Joe's shoulder, and I gotta think that would be a smart strategy for Edge to do that. Eliminates the muscle buster. eliminates the STF, eliminates pretty much a good portion of Samoa Joe's maneuvers, but nonetheless, Samoa Joe, a devastating man nonetheless, but Edge could probably do it here. Hooks the leg, 1, 2, no. Edge missing with that drop kick, and Samoa Joe casually just stepping out of the way of that as he would if somebody would do a springboard. But Samoa Joe continues to get back. But his shoulders out, a big snake eyes maneuver, and Joe running the ropes.
German suplex.
The power of the Samoan submission machine goes unquestioned as he hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, kick out.
One thing Samoa Joe has to look out. Oh, wow. Has to look out for is that spear that could go out of nowhere. Come out of nowhere.
Joe's signature Joe here, running senton, completely knocking the wind out of Edge's sails right now.
Oh. Edge meeting Joe with a big boot.
The mental mastermind is still putting up a fight. Edge,
opportunist.
Let's not forget about Edge's finishing maneuver as well. Much like the RKO, the spear, it can come out nowhere. But Edge thinking from behind, and now Edge, check it out! Edge, execution, Impaler DDT, I don't know which the difference is again, but Edge setting up for the spear, Samoa Joe in trouble, rewarded with an exploder suplex for his effort. Samoa Joe looks to be zoning in, and now Joe locking in a half Boston Crab, single leg Boston Crab, whatever you want to call it. Either one is correct. Edge struggling to the ropes as Samoa Joe on the brink of making Edge tap out.
Edge is in trouble. He's got to finally get to the ropes. He's dragging 300 pounds along with him.
Edge is fighting valiantly. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Edge still putting up one hell of a fight. Back and forth, these men go. Big punch from Edge, dazing Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe catches him by the leg, pushes him down, and Joe with a heel hold right there.
But Edge desperately gets out of that. Edge had to desperately get out of that move right there.
Edge quickly thinking on his feet, used to Samoa Joe's submission game. By now, until Samoa Joe just knocks him dead, and he's calling for the cutthroat. He says this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the coquina clutch! The clutch! Samoa Joe pulling out the clutch the first time we've seen it in WEDF.
Edge is in trouble.
Edge is in trouble. The devastating coquina clutch locked in.
Edge can pass out from this.
Samoa Joe has made Brock Lesnar pass up by submission before. But will Edge tap out here? The coquina clutch, first time ever seen. Yes, he does. Slapping the mat. An impressive victory for the Samoan submission machine.
And with that win, Samoa Joe brings a fourth superstar over to Monday night. What an impressive victory. And Joe's is looking more and more dangerous. He has that STF. He has that clutch. I mean, who can stop this man? I mean, he's just went over Lesnar, Orton, Edge. Just over the past few months.
He's went over men who have been multiple-time world champions. He is unstoppable. The man has only been beaten by Steve Austin and Bobby Lashley cleanly. Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen, on an absolute different level, continuing to steamroll through WrestleMania II. Congratulations to Samoa Joe for a hard-fought victory. Valiant effort from the Rated R Superstar. But you would have had to think Samoa Joe, as I said, bringing over a fourth pick for the Monday Night Raw brand.
If I'm either Stone Cold or Night Icon, I better be careful because Samoa Joe might go off to those championships.
Four words of advice for them. Joe's gonna kill you. We've seen Bobby Lashley, Mark Henry, and Abyss. Who is the fourth man to join Raw?
Who's going to be? Here we go! Oh, wow!
A little underwhelming, but not really at all. Zack Starr, the one star.
Something that could turn Zack Starr's career. This could really elevate Zack Starr, though. This is a brand new fresh start for the self-proclaimed star of the WEDF.
Absolutely. After stalling out at the last season, not really seeing any big major success, a change over to the Monday Night Raw brand might exactly be what the real Zack Starr needs.
I have to agree here. Zack Starr could really rebound from this move here to Monday Night Raw. Anyway, SmackDown is in the hole here. They've got to find a way to back in it. You're losing superstars left and right.
Absolutely. 4-1 as the score stands right here. We have not gained the pick since Randy Orton. But this could all change.
Wait a minute. It's Drew McIntyre from ECCW.
I didn't know ECCW was in this draft. What?
What's going on here, ladies and gentlemen?
What in the world is the chosen one, Drew McIntyre, doing here? The Scottish-born native, a tenacious fighter. Drew McIntyre is a very, very gifted and talented athlete. But he's on ECCW. Why is he?
One thing I want to point out is McIntyre ended the career of Finlay. I mean, he beat him in a Belfast brawl, a street fight in Finlay's playground, just to end his career. And McIntyre, he's moved on to bigger and better pastures, but yeah, what is McIntyre doing here?
I have no idea.
His own game.
I'm sure we're gonna find out why he's here, Frank Dog. He might have something on his mind, so if he does, let the man speak. He's moving up! You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen! Drew McIntyre, official member of the Monday Night Raw brand!
He says it's time to reach the brass ring, otherwise he's got to rip their heads off.
There's a... Oh!
McIntyre's competing and oh no.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Randy Orton. If he's on Raw now, Randy Orton is now on SmackDown. We have another draft pick match. Randy Orton, the first member of SmackDown to be drafted from Raw after Rey Mysterio defeated Kofi Kingston in the opening match of the night. But now you gotta think, if there's any one man who could turn the momentum around for SmackDown and get some new and fresh blood over, it's definitely gotta be Randy Orton.
SmackDown is in dire need of draft pick. OTX is not competing here tonight, so all the SmackDown superstars are going to have to cut their weight and find a way to bring over a pick. If it's anyone else I think they can bring a draft pick over to SmackDown, it is the Viper Randy Orton. But you never know. Drew McIntyre says Drew McIntyre has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove something. And what better way to prove something by beating one of the legends of WEDF, Randy Orton, the legend killer, the Viper.
The apex predator of the WEDF, the inaugural WEDF champion, a former WEDF United States champion, the man, simply successful, simply calculating.
Orton won that title at I think it was Unforgiven 2007, I think, from Triple H. Held that title in WEDF. Anyway, this match is underway.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. I gotta think Drew McIntyre is at odds here against Randy Orton, but you said he has a chip on his shoulder. Any men with a chip on their shoulder definitely brings their A game because they want to prove that they're the future. They want to prove that they're the best. I sympathize with Drew McIntyre on that sentiment, but he's got Randy Orton to deal with.
And this has turned into a fist fight here.
Orton already on the prowl. Signature uppercut there, throwing McIntyre into the barricade, but McIntyre not going to be intimidated. Trying to take him down with that clothesline, but still. Oh my! Orton ran into those stairs, tripped over, and fell face first. I imagine that couldn't be pleasant. But Drew McIntyre now with the opening. McIntyre, the strategy for him, keep on Randy Orton. Do as you're doing right now! As he pulls him back with that big boot.
McIntyre is vicious. But look at Randy Orton. Speaking of this, Randy Orton is cold and calculating those attacks. There's that DDT, and McIntyre does not know where he's at.
Signature elevated spike DDT there, now sending Drew McIntyre back to the outside. Orton not going to chase him, does not want to deal with him. McIntyre dazed too much. Trying for a big boot, and Orton's like, what in all? What are you doing, McIntyre? Come on!
I think McIntyre.
I see the frustration on McIntyre's face, but is there any reason for this? I mean, you just throw up a table, and I don't know, man. I just don't know.
McIntyre's just pitching a fit here.
McIntyre smacking the shit out of the apron. The man is unhinged right now, and Orton missed with that clothesline wildly there, but nonetheless still has the advantage. The referee accidentally catching Orton with that chair, hitting him in the knee, almost stopped his momentum. That could have been detrimental if he stopped it, but Orton, a beautiful drop kick right there as he makes the cover. 1, 2, no!
You know how cold and calculated Orton is. He was laughing at McIntyre's little charade outside. You could see that from the Viper. Those clotheslines there.
You know, as everybody says, Randy Orton is his most entertaining when he's doing something very uncharacteristic of himself, such as splits or saying ho 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 and throwing somebody into a Christmas tree, etc., so on and so forth.
Oh, just another clothesline. McIntyre just... Wait a minute.
Hey, McIntyre taking the advantage. Dirty effective.
Balls up, hit toss. Look at McIntyre. Oh, face first. What do you call that?
The strength with that face buster there. Simple but effective way for McIntyre to get some space, to get some freedom from Randy Orton, and more importantly, to take control of the pace once again. Kicking Randy Orton into those ropes. Forearm shots to the back. And Drew McIntyre, the chosen one, with the full momentum right now, could put Randy Orton away any second. You got to keep on him, Drew. This is your only chance. Nice suplex there from Drew McIntyre. Randy Orton felt it all the way.
Remember, Randy Orton had those collarbone problems. McIntyre capitalizing on it.
McIntyre really getting into him. Cleaning his clock with that clothesline as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Orton kicking out. McIntyre getting angry again. Looked like he was going to take his rage out on the ref, but before Orton could do anything, McIntyre quickly back on the offensive.
Oh, face first, but McIntyre's got to control that temper.
That flatliner style maneuver from Drew McIntyre, and he's calling for the future shock. Ladies and gentlemen, kicks him, trying to set it up, both arms hooked.
Oh, he can't lock it in, no.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Viper getting coiled up. This is bad, Drew McIntyre. RKO. That is it. It is over. It is done. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. What? What? What?
What the hell just happened here?
You saw the same thing I did, Frank Dog. He kicked out of the RKO, but now he kicks Viperplex.
Orton not letting up, though. Here we go. Here, chance for RKO number 2. Here we go. Orton ready to strike. No, he took him away.
McIntyre won't fall for it for a second time. Wait a minute. McIntyre, both arms locked. Future shock DDT. That's it. We can see the upset. The chosen one hooks the leg. 1, 2. No. was only a half a second away from defeating Randy Orton.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Randy Orton, that second win. He's had...
Slam. And this is where the Viper is very dangerous.
Uh-oh. Orton stepping back. Signature knee drop. Now you gotta think. That's gotta be all she wrote for Drew McIntyre. The Viper getting coiled up again. Third time might be the charm. The second RKO of the match.
And this has got to be it.
Barely anyone gets up after two. That is it.
But what an impressive showing by Drew McIntyre. The one thing that really hurt McIntyre in this match was that temper.
You gotta think though, McIntyre did not back down from Randy Orton. He came very, very close to defeating Randy Orton in his first official match as a Monday Night Raw superstar. But nonetheless, the resiliency, the experience, the cooler heads prevail as the Viper, Randy Orton, picks up the second pick of the night for SmackDown and turns the momentum around for the Blue brand.
Who's going to be the second one to join Randy Orton over on SmackDown? I'm sure you're happy about SmackDown finally getting another pick.
Absolutely. As I said earlier in the show, new blood is always a good thing. New competition is great. Let's see who we get, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's coming over to the Blue brand? I can't wait to see who it is, honestly.
I really can't either. Randy Orton, the first draft pick of SmackDown, won a match to get the second. Who did you get, Randy?
Whoa!
There's the perfect retaliation for SmackDown right there. After losing 4 big superstars, they pick up a next big thing in Brock Lesnar, the only man in history to have held the WWE Championship and the UFC World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, here comes the pain.
That's what they all say, man. Here comes the pain. The pain is coming to SmackDown.
As Taz would used to say. And Brock Lesnar, speaking of which, this is the new theme song of WEDF Raw. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Across the nation is returning.
Yes! I'm gonna love Raw. I'm gonna love coming here. I'll come here more often if this is the theme. Fuck Nickelback.
Anyway, Justin Roberts.
Wait a minute, this
Six-man
next...
Battle Royal. Whoa!
What?
3 draft picks.
Not 1, not 2, 3 draft picks! And speaking of draft picks, here comes the latest draft pick to the Raw brand making his way out. Zach Starr has a new chance tonight to start off on a clean slate representing the Red brand. And you got to think last year in the draft when this happened, Zach Starr
won the Battle Royal.
Absolutely, Zach Starr.
And Danny Jackpot of all people last, his own friend member.
His own cousin. Nonetheless, this is a big opportunity for Zach Starr to get back on the right track. A 6-man interpromotional battle royal to bring over 3 new fresh faces and also to redeem himself after all the troubles he's had on SmackDown.
Zach Starr, if he were to win this second straight year, this could really propel him. And here comes Booker T, who was also a part of the Battle Royal last year.
That's absolutely correct. Booker T has had an up and down year. Was the King ring? Yep.
Big Zach.
That King of the Ring victory for Booker T, that was definitely my very 5. But nonetheless, the 5-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion in this Battle Royal, again representing Raw And I don't know what else to say, but Booker T came very, very close to capturing the United States Championship in the six-pack challenge at WrestleMania 2. The man is a veteran, the man coming out to represent Raw. If there's anybody who could captain that team to victory, it might be this man right here.
Do you think Zack Star and Booker T can get along considering they're new brand members?
I'm not one to talk about brand unity in that sense, but nonetheless, the first member of SmackDown making his way out right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Mexican aristocrat. This is a man who has the blood of kings, Alberto Del Rio.
One thing you want to point about Del Rio, he got speared by Lashley at WrestleMania 2. But a way for Del Rio to rebound from that is by winning this Battle Royal and earning SmackDown a draft pick.
I don't think you should be disappointed with his performance at WrestleMania 2. Sure, he didn't win. Sure, he didn't prove everything he said.
He wanted to win. That's what you want to do in this business. You want to win every single match. And Del Rio, he may not look like it, but he's pretty upset.
Absolutely, but I think the big thing about it is that Del Rio knows that new change is in the air. A new breath of life is coming into WEDF. This is a new chance for Alberto Del Rio to shine and prove himself. Had a great start in Season 2. Didn't really do much after that.
He's off the draft last year.
Absolutely. But even then, didn't do much in Season 2, but has a chance to do a lot more. And speaking of new breaths of life, this man, almost like Jack Swagger, has been on a downward spiral after a successful Intercontinental Championship reign. The man of perfection, the show-off, Dolph Ziggler.
It's amazing how a handshake can affect your entire career. And Dolph Ziggler is really trying to change that career and move up the ranks. Because something about Dolph Ziggler, I actually see future World Championship material in him. I know a lot of people don't, but I think he has the tools to take us to the top in this business.
He's got a silver tongue. His wrestling ability is the best. The man claims that he will always have the best match on the card and the most entertaining. It's not showing off if you can back it up.
Oh, do we have to see this guy here? Oh no.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with Zack Ryder.
I just don't know. I just think he's kind of a weak link here. I don't know. Zack Ryder, what's he done on his own? Sure, he's won the tag team titles alongside D'Angelo Dinero, and then turned on him due to jealousy. But I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, you know, Zack Ryder is very beloved by most of the WEDF universe, and I don't know what other way to put it, but Zack Ryder is a lovable talent. He might have some potential, but let's talk about this man right here. Let's talk about the Wall Street businessman. Let's talk about John Bradshaw Layfield.
Kind of funny, JBL, before we get to that, JBL actually, before he came out, I received word that he ordered officials to remove Del Rio's car out of the way.
Well, of course he had to, but Del Rio's car was removed well before Zack Ryder made his entrance. But nonetheless, JBL, I believe he was also in that United States Championship match. Yes. JBL, ever since having a singles career since the retirement of Ron Simmons, not really finding himself successful, not really having the stroke of luck that he wanted to have, especially for being one of the longest reigning world champions of the past decade.
Well, I think maybe it's the end of the road for JBL. This match is underway. See Booker T going after Del Rio. Del Rio's in trouble.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let's point out the only way you can be eliminated from this battle royal is over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. Last man standing wins the match for their brand.
Zack Ryder and JBL going at Dolph Ziggler and Zack Stark, Del Rio and Booker T.
So much action in this match with only 6 men in the ring. You see, oh, look at that! You saw JBL and Zack Starr kind of work together on Dolph Ziggler, but JBL quickly ended that partnership. Now JBL trying to eliminate Zack Ryder. Well, they're both Zacks anyway, still. I was about to say Starr.
Getting a little confused here, and wait a minute, Zack Starr is going after JBL. This is every man for himself, but you gotta think, why aren't you going after the other member of your brand?
Well, in one retrospect, you want more draft picks, but at the same time, you kind of don't, because you're scared of the new talent. Some people, you know, scared of change, scared to see what happens if the new talent comes over. And as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If they're seeing a lot of success or not,
well,
you know.
Zack Starr's in trouble. Dolph Ziggler's cornered him.
Zack Starr very close to, Zack Starr very close to elimination. I guess we'll go with that. But wait a minute! Skins the cat, both feet did not touch the floor. Zack Starr still in this match, ladies and gentlemen.
And Dolph Ziggler not expecting that at all.
But again, back to the point, you know, especially for guys like Zack Starr, JBL, and Booker T now on Raw who have not had a lot of success, maybe it might be better for them if they let Ziggler, Del Rio, and Ryder win here, so that way new talent doesn't come over to their brand and they have a better shot at success on the Raw brand. But wait a minute, Del Rio quickly close to eliminating Ryder, but Ryder saved momentarily.
That was 3 draft picks. This could...
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful super kick from Zack Starr!
And trying to come behind Ryder eliminated with that clothesline. There you go.
So much for the Let's Go Ryder chance, but a valiant effort for the Long Island Iced Z.
Now Del Rio's gets Irish in the corner. Zack Starr, a big chop. Wait a minute here. There goes Del Rio. Del Rio's eliminated. Dolph Ziggler's on his own.
We're down to 1. Dolph Ziggler from SmackDown. Zack Starr on fire.
Booker T and Zack Starr going at it. Yeah, I think you got strategy would be to corner Dolph Ziggler here.
Again, it's like I said, this is a battle royal. Don't let them escape. Oh, Ziggler eliminates JBL. And now we're down to 2 against 1. Signature leg drop. Famouser style move from Ziggler. He's close to eliminating Zack Starr. Zack Starr on the ropes, but wait a minute.
What do we mean for Dolph Ziggler to eliminate all 3 men?
That would be exactly what he wanted. That would continue Dolph Ziggler's claims of being a show-off.
Oh!
But Ziggler quickly back up, running around with that energy, kicking both men. Dolph Ziggler putting up a hell of a fight. And wait a minute.
Gone.
Ziggler has just eliminated 2 men from Raw by himself. And after that 3-on-1 disadvantage, here we're down to Zack Starr from Raw and Dolph Ziggler from SmackDown. Whichever man wins this will get 3 draft picks for that brand, and Ziggler looks to be in trouble. Starr about to push him out. Starr is close. Will it happen? No! No!
Oh, change it what happened earlier in the match.
I see the official telling me his feet did not touch the floor. Dolph Ziggler still in this match.
He's now slugging out with the right hand. Zack Starr with a chop.
Smacking Dolph Ziggler directly in the noggin there. Starr with an Irish whip. Ziggler on the rebound. Ziggler with a beautiful German suplex to counter him. But Ziggler, you see the exhaustion getting to him. Something's got to give between these 2 men. Starr cleaning his... Oh my God!
What a super kick! Right on the jaw.
I think that's going to be all she wrote. Starr working Ziggler over to the ropes. Starr lifting him up over his shoulder, and there he goes.
For 2 straight years, Zack Starr has won a draft pick for his brand, but this is the biggest one in the history of the WEDF draft. 3 superstars from SmackDown are heading to Raw, and you want to be on your toes here.
Absolutely. You don't know who's going to come over, but this definitely hurts SmackDown's momentum. They're losing 7 guys now, while Raw has only lost 2.
SmackDown's in trouble here.
But nonetheless, what a victory for Zack Starr. What a way to get back on your feet. And with a simple but effective Battle Royal victory like this, another valiant effort for Dolph Ziggler. Another way for him to get back on the right track. But in the end, it all matters for this man here, Zack Starr.
One thing I want to point out, off topic a little bit, how did Zack Starr keep that necklace on the whole match?
It's a necklace. Be more concerned about how he keeps that beanie or whatever on.
It was like when Smojo kept his towel on, I guess.
Well, let's
Who's coming over
focus.
now?
Who's the first of 3? Who is the 5th man coming over the Raw?
Whoa! The former World Heavyweight Champion! Christian, the former United States Champion, heading over to Monday night.
And you also got to think here, it was on the draft episode last year that Christian decided to cash in his money in the bank on his best friend, his tag team partner, Edge, and he won the World Heavyweight Championship because of it.
And they battled in a hellacious TLC match at Lashing Back, which is possibly one of the underrated matches of the season. Anyway, it's going to be our next pick.
The second pick. I'll ask you a question later, Frank Dog, but let's see the second pick. Who is Zack Starr also bringing over?
Whoa! The former Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam, the former ECCW Champion, heading over. Mr. Monday Night is back.
Mr. Monday Night heading back to the red brand, and I think it's definitely high time that Rob Van Dam had a change of pace as well.
Rob Van Dam sporting the red shirt.
The whole effing show is back on Raw. That's the second big pick, but now who's the last one jumping
Number 3. It's gotta be someone huge. It's gotta be someone huge. Whoa!
Jeff Hardy, the man who beat Zack Starr at WrestleMania II in an Extreme Rules match. You gotta think, Zack Starr has some unfinished business with him.
And Jeff Hardy, here we go. This feud has turned personal between Zack Starr and Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy, Zack Starr looks like he's about to barf here.
Yeah, but at the same time, it also might be a blessing for Zack Starr to avenge that loss at WrestleMania.
That could very well be. You never know. We still clearly do have unfinished business due to the rivalry just being so personal between the two. Bring up family members. But anyway, what a Raw we're having so far.
What a draft we're having.
Bigger.
Only gets bigger, only gets better. 7 guys to Raw, 2 to SmackDown, but wait a minute.
Chalmer's the partner of Sin Cara.
Looks like the TV title also got a facelift as well.
I like the new TV title here.
Absolutely. Sin Cara fought to earn that belt. He will team up with Chavo Guerrero against AJ Styles and John Morrison. And ladies and gentlemen, this draft continues. Here comes the Shaman of Sexy, John Morrison, after a show-stealing match with the phenomenal AJ Styles at WrestleMania II.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. John Morrison finally beat AJ Styles fair and square. Now it's time for the Shaman of Sexy to move on. But tonight, though, maybe not. John Morrison is going to be teaming up with AJ Styles as WrestleMania opponents will have to team up. Unfortunately, for Sin Cara, that wasn't the case, as his partner's now been changed to Chavo Guerrero instead. What do you think of that?
I don't know. This could definitely develop into an interesting situation considering the heritage of the Guerreros against a Mexican high flyer and master of lucha libre like Sin Cara. Especially when Sin Cara is the new WEDF television champion. I don't know, but here comes the phenomenal. Wait a minute, he has a mic. Wait, what? What? You're kidding.
Smart. AJ got busted open like a stuffed pig. There's no way he's going to compete out there. He's busted open.
But there's no way you can agree with this, though. Even with that busted head, AJ was still competing, and I think this is just AJ's way of cowering out. I think he just wants John Morrison to lose this match on purpose so he can laugh at him. You have another chance to get a draft pick. You have a chance to go out there and do your job, and you're still mad at John Morrison. You're going to whine about John Morrison beating you at WrestleMania II. Get over it.
Hey, AJ's just resting for when he gets his revenge on John Morrison. And you know, I applaud AJ Styles for that. He did what. I mean, he's not ready to compete. What if he has a concussion? You know how they're cutting down concussions nowadays.
I understand that.
It's not clear to compete at all. So he shouldn't have.
I understand that, but AJ Styles is still walking. He ain't hurt. The man ain't suffered through a stroke. We got a great set of doctors here, and if he wasn't medically cleared to compete, which I think is a load of jack shit, he looked fine to me. I think he's just only doing this so he can put John Morrison in a handicap match here, and so he can get back at him. It's smart strategy for AJ Styles to do that in one retrospect, but it's sick nonetheless. But now, because of this, the SmackDown team has a tremendous advantage. John Morrison has to face Chavo Guerrero and Sin Cara, two of the best lucha libre artists, two of the best high flyers in the business today.
Here he is, the new television champion, Sin Cara. What do you think of El Rojo, Mexico? He stands backstage when he didn't even want to be in this match because he was too ashamed to tag with Sin Cara. After pleading with Sin Cara for months to team up with him in the first place.
Wait a minute, look at this athleticism. BAM! I just have to point that out for Sin Cara there. Beautiful leap. Beautiful vertical leap from Sin Cara. But back to El Rojo Mexico. You know, Rojo said he also wanted to beat Cara. He wanted to embarrass Cara. He wanted to prove that he was the better lucha libre specialist. And when he got beat in his own game, that, I think, left a bad taste in El Rojo Mexico's mouth. And now because of it, he's going back home to sit down and think about what he's done, while Sin Cara, flying as high as ever, reigns as WEDF television champion.
See, Morrison's in a handicap situation. This is the 1-on-2 match here. Monday Night Raw could be in huge trouble here. Apparently, Chavo Guerrero's back on SmackDown now.
Oh my goodness! What a beautiful head scissor takedown from Chavo Guerrero.
Have to be on ECCW.
But, you know, in the same retrospect, Frank Dogg, I have to think John Morrison's chances are good. This is the first Grand Slam WEDF champion. This is a man who's held the WEDF championship twice. This is a man who won Money in the Bank and had probably the best year of anybody in WEDF in the past season.
Going for a quick, this could
small package here.
Morrison's got to do that. He's got to find a way to get this match done early. Because the longer it goes, that Chavo and Sin Cara could very well team up, and Morrison could be in trouble.
Oh my goodness! In the shades of Samoa Joe with that STO-like maneuver there, but Chavo bridging German. 1, 2, no. I still have to think, though, it would be smart strategy for John Morrison to wear one of these down and then wear the other down and have them both so weak that they can't fight to defend themselves. But Chavo Guerrero taking advantage of the tag team ethic here and getting the best strategy possible.
Or keep water away.
He missed with that elbow there, running too much of the momentum that Chavo gave him. And now because of it, John Morrison quickly regains the advantage.
The thing about Morrison is that he went through a hellacious 14-man match with AJ Styles at WrestleMania II. Sin Cara pretty much got his revenge.
Oh, and speaking of AJ Styles, that's a little bit of a spit in his face, ain't it? Hitting Sin Cara with AJ's own signature Pele kick.
One thing I want to point with Morrison though is that he's fatigued. Sin Cara didn't have to go through like a 15-man match against one of the best. Chavo Guerrero wasn't even on WrestleMania II himself. But
Sin Cara, and definitely one of the most surprising matches that I thought was astoundingly good. He put up a hell of a fight with Rojo Mexico in that Lucha Libre display of excellence. But Chavo again with the cover after that complete shot facebuster combo there. Or complete shot dropkick combo, excuse me. Chavo looked like he tried for the senton, missed a little bit. From behind, trying another German suplex. No bridge this time. But the advantage clearly with the luchadors. John Morrison against the odds here.
Let's see if Morrison can overcome these odds, considering Chavo Guerrero and Sin Cara actually working together.
But back to the thing about John Morrison's fatigue. Yes, AJ Styles took him! Lemon! A beautiful flying chuck! And now Morrison with the cover. 1, 2. Chavo quickly gets the shoulder up. The luchador still in this match. But even after that hellacious match he had with AJ Styles, a battle from start to finish, I gotta think John Morrison still has enough in the tank to somehow get the job done here. Because if there's anybody who has the experience, if there's anybody who has the edge, it might be John Morrison. But you see Sin Cara waiting on the outside. Up he goes. Oh my goodness! Vintage Sin Cara there with that beautiful head scissor takedown and perfectly landing on his feet too. And look at this. Gold Azul! I believe that was as he goes for the cover.
Morrison kicks out, but Morrison, you can tell, is favoring his ribs. There's a kick.
But Morrison still has the fight in him, knocking off Chavo. That was a smart strategy. John Morrison, you got to think on your feet. You got to think of a way to get back in this match, because Cara right now, and Cara and Chavo control this, and Morrison, keep it up!
Here we go. This is Morrison at his best. Trying to get back in it.
Running calf kick. John Morrison, you have the advantage. Morrison running the ropes. That running knee. The same one that was in game for AJ Styles, or started in game for him anyway. Nonetheless, John Morrison almost got the victory there. Chavo wanted to run in. Quickly knocking off Chavo again, but Cara, there you go. Sin Cara taking the advantage there. John Morrison completely ignoring him, and now because of it, wait a minute, Cara looked like he was trying for La Mystica or whatever it was there, but John Morrison trying for Moonlight Drive. Nonetheless, Cara still in control. Cara going up top. Cara, oh my God! Oh!
This could be the opening Morrison needs. Oh! I'm not sure what happened there, but Morrison...
He caught Sin Cara with a knee to the face, but you see, Morrison is too exhausted. He's too worn out from Cara and Chavo. The exhaustion from WrestleMania II clearly showing on John Morrison's face. And Chavo gonna take advantage.
Morrison would have landed that splash. But this could be it.
Splash here, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, Morrison just didn't have enough in the tank.
But this is big. This is big for Chavo Guerrero and Sin Cara, especially for Chavo Guerrero. Even if John Morrison was tired, you cannot take away from Chavo Guerrero that he pinned John Morrison in this match. Chavo Guerrero, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Chavo Guerrero has pinned a former WEDF champion, albeit in a tag match.
Albeit that Morrison was not 100%, and it was in a handicap match. So I will defend Morrison in this case. But you gotta think though, maybe Chavo Guerrero wants to go for that TV championship. What would that mean for Chavo Guerrero and Sin Cara to get in that ring? I would love to see that.
You know, you talk about how Cara and El Rojo Mexico tore down the house at WrestleMania 2.
Chavo Guerrero's a Mexican warrior. He'll tell Sin Cara straight up. He'll want that TV title straight up. He won't play games like Rojo did.
And plus, Chavo is of the legendary Guerrero name. Mexican heritage clearly exists, and that would be a true display of Lucha Libre mastery between these two. A great victory for Chavo and Cara, and now because of this, SmackDown picks up their third draft pick. They've gotten Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. Who are we getting now, baby? Come on!
Whoa! The Great White! Sheamus heading over to the blue brand. This could be something that could benefit Sheamus.
Damn, that is big, big news. The Celtic Warrior, the Great White, Sheamus, the man is a fighter, the Irish-born Sheamus, very tenacious, very strong, very rough, very powerful. Sheamus, a great addition to the Friday Night SmackDown brand.
So Orton, Lesnar, and Sheamus over to SmackDown. Raw got Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy,
Christian, Mark Henry, Zack Starr, and of course we can't forget Bobby Lashley.
That is correct, and here comes John Cena. He's set to face The Miz up next.
This is a man that should have been the World Heavyweight Champion, and this is the guy who is...
Miz needs a victory here, and what better way to do it than being John Cena. Miz to get back on the right track here. He has that rematch clause. I know I'm a broadcast journalist, so I will have to do my job. I can't get involved in matches, because in the end it costs me, so yeah, there you go.
Nonetheless,
I know you and Homer were going about it. I watched it on my DVD player, DVR. I wanted to make history. So, yeah.
I understand. I'm going to call this match unbiased, and I'm going to put over Miz here. The Miz put up one hell of a fight against Stone Cold Steve Austin, proved why he was a worthy WEDF champion, proved why he deserved to be in the WrestleMania 2 main event. But here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the Chain Gang Commander, the C-Nation leader, the champ, John Cena, and the C-Nation are on their feet.
Yes, they are.
John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, the man who arguably should be the World Heavyweight Champion of SmackDown after connecting the Attitude Adjustment on Kurt Angle, only to have his crowning moment stolen by Danny Jackpot. Underhanded or not, Danny Jackpot played smart, and because of that, John Cena does not stand as the World Heavyweight Champion.
And speaking of Cena, this is your reaction to him every single time. I've got to bring this up all of the time.
Hold on, don't even do it, don't even do it. C-Nation! There you go. You're welcome. Back to the match. Miz, Cena.
Come on, Miz, you got him.
Miz throwing him in the ropes. Oh my goodness!
What a kick breaker.
Flashback style maneuver from the Miz, and now Miz on the offensive quickly with that Bulldog. I'm seeing the aggressiveness in the Miz right now. He's definitely not happy that he lost the WEDF Championship, and he wants to prove that it was a fluke. He wants to prove that he is worthy of being WEDF Champion again, and what better way for him to do it than to defeat...
Well, of course, he was stunned by Stone Cold. He actually nearly won that match after I helped him out.
Nonetheless, what better way for him to get back on the right track than with a victory over the two-time WEDF champion, John Cena.
John Cena, like you said, he's in the foul mood too. Both of these men are in foul mood. John Cena was robbed, as many could say, out of the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 2. The Miz could have been 2. Miz lost to Stone Cold after losing to 3 stunners in a row. I mean, I was surprised that Stone Cold kicked out, but I bet you were surprised when Miz kicked out of the stunner. So Miz can beat Stone Cold. It's just a matter of time before he wins that title again.
I don't think it's a matter of if Miz can beat Stone Cold, it's probably when. Now, admittedly, Miz didn't really play to the right strategy. Maybe he didn't prepare good enough. Maybe Austin just wouldn't be denied. We can do what-ifs all night, but all that mattered is that at the end of the day, Stone Cold Steve Austin walked out of WrestleMania 2 WEDF champion. But with both of these men in a foul mood, you know what that's going to mean, Frank Dogg, in the end for these people in the WEDF universe in the arena tonight? One great match.
So far, this has turned into a fist fight. Seeing take it to the Miz on the outside near that barricade where the WEDF draft logo is shown.
Oh! Ouch! Very uncharacteristic of John Cena to be hurling somebody into the steel steps like that. But I mean, I got a feel for the dude. He's not in the greatest of moods. Neither is Miz. So really, both of these men, they're not really going to play entirely clean with each other tonight. I bet that.
Speaking of Miz, the dude had a very big career. I mean, he could very well win Superstar of the Year. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Slammies will be coming.
I didn't see it with a throwback.
We got to cover.
1, 2, Miz kicks out.
That was I was saying. The WEDF Slammies will be returning. There will be a video up on YouTube where you fans get to see
suplex from Cena, and he goes for another cover. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, Miz in trouble. He kicks out.
Y'all will get to nominate and choose who is like Superstar of the Year, Match of the Year, Feud of the Year, Superstar to look out for.
Everything you were able to vote for last year, you're going to do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these men have had kind of sort of stellar careers. Cena, I don't think there's ever really been a bad moment in Cena's career. Miz, the dude has definitely launched like John Morrison, definitely separated from his shadow, made a successful career for himself. John Cena, we need not say what all this man has done in the WEDF, much less in professional wrestling, but Cena setting up for the Attitude Adjustment. Miz is in trouble, got him up. Miz fights his way out. Beautiful DDT counter from the Awesome One as he hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Resiliency of John Cena. Miz has got to keep on the attack. Just very bit. Oh, Cena gets out of the way.
Well scouted, that clothesline there from Miz. Cena once again pressing the advantage. Cena, another fisherman suplex. And Cena, I think Cena was about to set up for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Miz quickly rolls out of the way, trying to get some separation. But Cena all over him like white on rice, baby.
Give him a break. He wanted to time out. But then again, it's a match, so yeah.
And Cena's not in the best mood. You think he's really keen on giving Miz a break? I don't think so. And plus, why would you do that anyway? Why would you allow your opponent to cover?
I'll have to agree. Miz would actually do the same thing. You're right. Anyway, back to the match. Cena with those hard Irish whips in the corner.
Cena! Oh, check it out! Spin out powerbomb from John Cena. He looked like he was going to go for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Cena thinking AA once again. Got him up. Is he going to get it? Miz again with a beautiful DDT counter. Miz has gotten this well scouted. A beautiful DDT from the Miz. And he's going to not hook the leg, but make the cover. 1, 2. Kick out from John Cena, the C-Nation leader, still in this match.
Miz continuing on. John Cena Oh my, what is this? Oh, shoulder breaker.
Jesus.
You know, Cena has neck problems in the past. That is very smart by the Miz. That's why he is considered to be Superstar of the Year.
And Miz is also considered to be one of the most dangerous, volatile, unstable superstars when he's in that kind of zone like he is right now. Hooks the leg down. Cena quickly gets the shoulder up.
Running heads. A clothesline by the Miz. Uh-oh.
A minute. Cena feeling it. Got that second wind. Shoulder block from Cena. And a spin-up power bomb. Cena. I think I know what Cena's thinking here. The C-Nation are getting ready for it. John Cena looks to be setting up for a 5-knuckle shuffle. You can't see him running the ropes. There it is, 5-knuckle shuffle.
Cena stalking the Miz. Will the third time be the charm? Did he think he had the 2 adjustment? Here we go. Again.
Do it. Third time of the match. Miz counters. Miz just has that move too well scouted.
And he knows what's coming the whole time.
I've just never seen this folk.
Miz stalking Cena.
Trying for the finale. Cena with a beautiful counter and a throwback. Both of these men going back and forth. This is a WrestleMania quality match here, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe took too much time here. Look at the Miz.
Trying for that drop.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Superplex referee. Oh.
Jesus Christ. A beautiful superplex and Miz can do it. 1. Cena kicks out. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Even after WrestleMania II, The Miz and John Cena stealing the show. Once again trying for the skull-crushing finale. Cena too well scouted. And now Cena.
Whoa, Miz, what a counter.
Oh my goodness. There you go, Miz. 4th time in the match and also mixing it up too. Very nicely done. Miz hooks the leg. 1, 2. That's it. Oh. Miz is still in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight these two are having. What a match. And you almost forget this is for a draft pick here. You would think this is for the WEDF Championship. And now Miz again going. Oh my goodness, the Wizard of Oz! The Wizard of Oz!
This could be at 1. And Cena again kicks out. This has a WrestleMania-like atmosphere. Miz again with that neck breaker. A WrestleMania-like atmosphere. Look at Miz. Very desperate. High.
What is Miz trying for here? Calling Cena up.
Miz
that double axe handle. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No.
Again, Cena kicks out. Miz not knowing where he's at.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, why I'm proud to be commentating and not really competing. I get to see matches like this.
It's Cena on like scoop slam.
Cena
up high.
Oh, I think I know what's Cena. Oh!
Leg drop, going home.
He wasn't going for that top rope leg drop. That was just a regular leg drop from the top rope, but you know what I meant.
And Cena, crap, he's in trouble. But you know, Cena not willing to give up. He's trying to crawl towards the rope. At least the hold.
As I'll say one time only, never give up! C-Nation! There we go. That's a little better. Anyway, Cena struggling against the odds. Cena crawling to the ropes. He makes it. Miz forced to break the submission, and Miz still on the attack.
Miz is continuing the onslaught on John Cena. This match has WrestleMania implications. It's just the draft.
Miz trying again for the skull-crushing finale. Cena counters him. And Cena turning him around, trying for the AA, and again! That same DDT counter. And wait a minute! Oh, finale! There we go! End game! That is it! We're on the verge of an upset! 2! What?
You gotta be kidding me! John Cena just kicked out of a skull crushing finale. Go ahead, man. Stay on back. Don't get frustrated.
We know that John Cena has the heart of a warrior, but you would have thought the first skull-crushing finale or the first finisher hit would have been the end, but not this way for John Cena. Miz staying on the attack, staying relentless, still hungry as ever, stomping away at Cena. You gotta wonder though, since he kicked out of the skull-crushing finale, what does Miz really have left? And he's trying it again, but Cena counters out. Cena putting up a fight. Cena, fisherman suplex. Cena looked like he was trying to set up for another 5-knuckle shuffle. Wait a minute, pulling him back. Cena once again, a second dose. Same as the first. Always as good. The C-Nation stands up in approval of the 5-knuckle shuffle, and Cena thinking attitude adjustment. Got Miz up. Will he connect? Yes, he does. The attitude adjustment. He got all of it. That is it. It is over. John Cena has won a pick. But wait a minute. Cena, go for the...
This is not necessary. The STF walked in.
STF
is locked in. Miz has nowhere to go. Come on, Miz. Somehow get to the rope.
Miz is struggling against the STF, but how much in the tank does Miz have left? The attitude adjustment looks to have put Miz out of it. I see Miz slowly getting disorientated. I see him. He's losing breath. He is losing momentum. I think at one point or another. Oh, and that is the end.
Cena has earned a draft pick for SmackDown.
What a great match, ladies and gentlemen. What an exhilarating bout. Take nothing away from The Miz. He has definitely proved himself to be more of a match for John Cena. But on this night, when SmackDown needs it the most, when we need new blood on the roster, the C-Nation stands tall, and John Cena delivers a huge victory.
Miz tried to get out of that, but Cena just pulling back. Now Cena gives SmackDown another draft pick.
I gotta say, Frank Dog, I'm starting to gain more and more respect for The Miz. The more he consistently delivers in high-profile situations like this. I'm slowly starting to gain some respect for The Miz. So, Mike Mizanin, your former WEDF champion, I commend you.
He's a former WEDF champion. He'll gain that back again.
Oh, but importantly, we're finding out the fourth pick of SmackDown. We've seen Orton, Lesnar, and Sheamus. Who are we getting now, baby?
What?
Oh, buddy! Yes! CM Punk, the best wrestler in the world, the cult of personality, the straight edge messiah! CM Punk is headed to Friday Night SmackDown!
The man who defeated Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania II. I must say, I finally earned respect for CM Punk after what happened there.
I gotta say, I got my respect for Hulk Hogan after that amazing match he had with CM Punk. I definitely did not expect Hulk Hogan to put up that fight, but Jesus goodness, man. CM Punk and Hulk Hogan absolutely tore that roof down, and I'm glad to see CM Punk is coming over to SmackDown. Much respect. Wait a minute. Hey, Frank! Is that you?
No, that's the ECTW General Manager, Michael Cole.
Yeah, well, I'm confused. You know, some people would say that's you. But anyway, he's backstage with one of SmackDown's newest picks, Sheamus.
Great White says he's going to tear everyone apart.
Says to me, huh? I shouldn't be surprised. All right then, Sheamus. All right.
Possibly a future
Oh! Check out that big match. Sheamus taking on the former world champion and Christian tonight.
You gotta think. These two were on former other brand early in the night.
Yeah, and now they're on opposite sides. Definitely going to be an interesting match. Nonetheless, but here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Charisma C-Squared, the instant classic, the former world heavyweight champion, Christian. He, along with Edge, put up one of the greatest fights in a great TLC match against the $1 Million Congregation. But you gotta think, with Christian on Raw, it's time for him to hit the reset button on his career. It's time for him to once again go after the WEDF Championship. It's time for him to once again realize his boyhood dream, and time for him to prove himself as the better member of Edge and Christian. But he's going to have a tough road ahead of him against the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Christian, the newest member of the Raw brand as a result of Zack Starr winning a Battle Royal that got 3 draft picks over to Raw. But Christian faces a very tough, a very credible, a very roughhousing opponent in the Celtic Warrior, the Great White Sheamus. Now Sheamus, unlike Christian, was in a match for a singles championship. Sheamus was going for the United States Championship, came very close, was the last man eliminated by Matt Eichhorn. He was the closest out of anybody to walking out of that arena at WrestleMania II as United States Champion. But tonight, Sheamus has his sights set on something bigger. Maybe for a World Heavyweight Championship shot, for a World Heavyweight Championship shot. And what better way for him to prove his case than by defeating a former World Heavyweight Champion in Christian. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it was this time last year when Christian cashed in on his partner Edge with the SmackDown Money in the Bank to bring the World Heavyweight Championship back over to SmackDown and realize his dream. Christian certainly had a memorable reign, but the...
All right, are you done? Done?
Where did you go?
I've been here the whole time waiting to speak.
I've given you opportunities to speak. You said nothing, so I was taking advantage, sir.
Sure. Anyway, back to this match. As you mentioned, Christian this time last year was Money in the Bank. He cashed in on his former partner and friend, now current friend Edge. You gotta think, maybe Sheamus is now in line for a future World Championship run over on SmackDown.
Well, that's if he can defeat Christian here. He's got to make his case. Everybody says they're in line for a future World Heavyweight Championship run, but they got to do something to prove it.
Christian.
Up. One,
two. Sheamus kicks out in 2.
But again, they got to do something to prove it. Sheamus has to defeat Christian if he's going to get anywhere on his promises of being world champion.
Christian's got to use his quickness and speed and agility to counter the brawling and strength of Sheamus.
Hey Frank, you know what I just realized the irony of?
What?
You remember who Christian lost the world title to?
Edge. No, that. Yep. Goldberg.
Yes. And Sheamus was in what should have been considered the match of the year with Goldberg. Unrelated note, but nonetheless, I have to think Christian might somewhat be facing a guy who's almost like Goldberg. I mean, think about it. Sheamus
could very well win Most Improved Superstar due to the way he just rebounded from that wall. I mean, many men could have just said, you know what, I quit. Sheamus just continued on.
Just continued to dominate, just continued to be the same Celtic Warrior he ever was. He even looks better nowadays. Wait a minute! Sheamus trying for the Irish Curse backbreaker, but Christian with a beautiful counter. But again, you got to think Sheamus in some way or another is kind of like Goldberg. Here's how. Sheamus, deceptively fast. Goldberg, deceptively fast. We both know Sheamus and Goldberg are powerful. We both know they're rough, tough brawlers. So you have to think in that aspect. Christian is facing a man almost like the man he lost the world title to. You think that might be extra fuel in the fire for Christian to prove himself as WEDF Championship material?
Very well be so. And speaking of Goldberg and Undertaker, oh wait, Sheamus. Oh, pump handle slant. Backdrop it looked like. Speaking of Sheamus though, speaking of Goldberg and Undertaker though.
Wait. Sheamus look like he's trying for the high cross here. Christian with a beautiful facebuster counter.
But Goldberg and Undertaker are not here tonight. Undertaker, I'm not sure what happened to him, but Goldberg after that match, he's not in any shape to compete here.
I wouldn't think either of them are in any shape to compete. That was one hell of a match. Frank Dog, I hope you saw the replay or you saw it live or saw it somehow, but man, you really missed out on what was probably the greatest match in WEDF history.
I saw it on my DVR.
Anyway, Sheamus has to cover off that fall-away slam. Christian quickly gets the shoulder up.
Sheamus just continued to dominate Christian. I needed a gut. Now Sheamus gets him in an armbar. Sheamus, what's he going for here? He's going for the legs of Christian.
Focusing on all aspects of Christian's body. Tearing into him as much as possible.
Irish whip in the corner. And another Irish whip in the corner. Big clothesline.
Knocking Christian clean off his feet. Sheamus. Oh, check this out.
Days of his former mentor family, the Celtic Cross.
The Celtic Cross from Sheamus right there. That could be it.
Like
1, 2. No. And wait a minute. Sheamus. Irish curse backbreaker. Christian is in trouble. Sheamus feeling it.
He signaled for it.
Taking high cross. But Christian, a DDT counter right there. Christian calling for the switch, ready to flip it. Sheamus asked him a bit.
Doesn't hit the kill switch. No, Sheamus shoves it.
Backing up a bit, a big brogue kick. That's it.
That is
Number
it.
1, 2, 3. And
has won in a tremendous bout. Sheamus just continues to rise among the ranks in WEDF and SmackDown. The superstars there be on the toes for the Celtic Warriors.
I mean, I gotta say after this, Sheamus has definitely proven why he's worthy of chasing the World Heavyweight Championship on SmackDown. But you also gotta think, another thing to think about here, Raw has been running the draft all night. And now, out of nowhere, SmackDown has a new breath of life. SmackDown finally getting the new blood that we all want to see. Sheamus, thank you again for getting that monumental victory for us. And now we're going to see the 5th SmackDown pick of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen Randy Orton. We have seen Brock Lesnar. We have seen the Celtic Warrior. We have seen CM Punk join the ranks. Who else are we going to see here tonight join SmackDown? We are moments away from finding out.
Right now, who's it going to be? Who's coming over to SmackDown? Here we go. It's got to be something big. It's got to be an icon. It's got to be someone the people love. It's got to be someone.
It's gotta be. Speaking of icons,
the champion, The Rock, heading over to SmackDown.
I don't know how you just called that, Frank Dog. You must have size senses or something. But ladies and gentlemen, you're getting this right.
Someone that people love. Because the people's champion, The Rock. What a pick them SmackDown has gotten. And The Rock going where he plays. The Rock is going to keep the right at the SmackDown on their candy asses.
What a steal for SmackDown here. Now they have Randy Orton. They have Brock Lesnar. They have Sheamus. They have CM Punk. And now they have the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, the two-time WEDF champion, the great one, the Brahma Bull, the people's champ, The Rock. And by they, I should really mean we, but nonetheless, I'm trying to be a little bit unbiased and be a quote-unquote broadcast journalist here tonight.
Anyway, The Rock on SmackDown, the same show where Cena's at. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe we'll see another showdown.
Cena, Angle, Jackpot. SmackDown's looking pretty fucking stacked right now, if I say so myself. Oh, shit. I love The Rock's promos. I don't know, they just never get old to me, for some reason.
Oh, remember Shawn Michaels and The Rock at WrestleMania II.
But you know what's a good thing about it? Rocky's saying he's here to stay, brother. That's the most important part. Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Rock. Wait, one more thing. Rock wants something. What?
Whoa!
Yes! Yes! You're kidding me, ladies and gentlemen!
Rock wants Austin!
For a rematch of the two biggest superstars of our generation! Stone Cold and The Rock! Once again!
A rematch from episode 71. It was made from the WEDF 2-year anniversary show. What? Stone Cold gonna... Well, I guess...
Wait! Go! Frank Dog, go!
I am.
May I have your attention, please? I have received an email from the anonymous Raw General Manager, and I quote, The Rock, you are heading off to SmackDown, but you say you want one more match with the Texas Rattlesnake, the WEDF champion Stone Cold Steve Austin. If you want that match, you got it. And by the way, it will be for a draft pick if Stone Cold is not drafted at the end of the night. Good luck.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen! I was applauding that decision by our anonymous Raw General Manager. You heard it straight from the horse's mouth. The main event tonight for the final pick, Stone Cold and The Rock, one more time.
As far as draft pick nonetheless, I'm starting to like this anonymous Raw General Manager. I wonder who's it going to be. He's really trying to put on the best show he can for his plan.
This anonymous Raw General Manager seems like he's a creative genius of sorts. I wonder who it could be.
Well, anyway, another draft pick match is being set to be underway. Here comes the congregation.
Here come the $1 Million Congregation. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, I can kind of overlook it, but I'm kind of used to hearing Pope's theme, the rightful theme of the congregation. But I don't think anybody in Pope's congregation has any sort of problem with this theme at all. I don't know, I kind of like it, and yet I don't. But, you know, enough about the theme. Let's talk.
On you like the Brits did.
Let's talk about the congregation. Let's talk about
Caldwell.
Huh?
ECCW's Caldwell.
What's he doing over here?
Once again, is ECCW a part of this?
No, I don't think so.
Well, according to my sources, apparently Vladimir Caldwell has moved over to the Raw brand.
So pretty much like Drew McIntyre, although this seems to be a little dampening, but I can definitely what?
The former ECCW champion is on Raw too. Oh my! If you want a challenge from the congregation, congregation could be in jeopardy here. Ezekiel Jackson and Vladimir Kozlov. You know, these two could pick up a victory over the congregation. Not only do they win at nothing for the new Brand Raw, but they could immediately be launched in the tag team title hunt.
Hey, even that, you know, these are two mastodons. These are two titans. These are two giants.
Champion, two-time United States champion. Ezekiel Jackson, former ECCW champion, former disciple of CM Punk, the Straight Society.
But you see, Ezekiel Jackson and Vladimir Kozlov has singles accomplishments of their own. But, you know, Pope and Suspect aren't that far behind them, especially Suspect, though. Pope has only been a 3-time tag team champion, but nonetheless, Suspect, for the decorated superstar, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, former DCO World Heavyweight Champion, very, very decorated superstar in WEDF indeed. The original winner of the WEDF CAW Search. But, you know,
one and only CAW Search, so never ask again.
Yep. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we kind of didn't do the congregation justice when we were talking about their theme over the accomplishments these two men have had. Let's talk about the obstacles the congregation have overcome. Let's talk about how they won the titles from the Hardys. Let's talk about how they defeated Edge and Christian in their home field in TLC at WrestleMania II.
I must say that was impressive. Sure, being the Hardys in a normal tag match, but being Edge and Christian in their own game, that was probably the biggest shocker of WrestleMania II.
And it just goes to continue to show the potential of D'Angelo De Niro and the Suspect, both very talented members in the $1 Million congregation. But they have tough opponents here tonight. Two very strong, rough, and tough powerhouses in both Ezekiel Jackson and Vladimir Kozlov. A very impressive, powerful team to be dealt with. And now Zeke and Kozlov working together. Beautiful elbow. Beautiful double elbows right there. Looked like they were going for a spin cycle type maneuver, but decided against it, thank God. But nonetheless, yeah, nonetheless, Kozlov and Zeke pressing the advantage over the World Tag Team Champions right now. And you have to think, even though they're on the Raw brand, this could definitely open some eyes here if they could defeat the congregation in a normal tag match here tonight. Oh, Jesus! Vladimir Kozlov.
Big boot to the back. This could be it. Also that unorthodox style.
Also, we got to mention about how Kozlov, by some people, has said, you know, he has a head made of iron, but him and Zeke working together, double team suplex right there on the D'Angelo De Niro. Very, very nicely done, but De Niro kipping up. De Niro feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. De Niro, a beautiful neck snap right there. He's
going to make a tag to Suspect. Here we go. Suspect to push man in.
Running on the momentum. Suspect. Oh, too early. Maybe too early to try the hot tag there. But Suspect fighting back.
The right hands.
Suspect still has the momentum. Suspect
the lariat.
I was like, oh my God, $1,000 lariat, completely knocking Kozlov off his feet. And that maneuver right there, very nicely done.
But Suspect cleaning house. The congregation are steamrolling.
The rated black Suspect star, the masked brawler, the Suspect. Get it rolling. Wait a minute. Whoa!
Think with the submission move.
Full Nelson applied, but Kozlov way too strong for that maneuver.
Sure what Suspect was trying to prove. You guys stick.
And speaking of that steel headbutt.
Battering ram headbutt. Suspect's got to play with his game. He shouldn't be playing with submissions. That's Kozlov.
Did you see that elevation on the flapjack? But nonetheless, Suspect. Suspect thinking Shutterbug. It perfectly on Zeke Jackson. And De Niro knocking Kozlov down. These fans in full approval. Are we about to see the finish of the match, ladies and gentlemen, as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Kozlov way too late, if at all, to try to save the match, but nonetheless, the $1 Million congregation standing tall tonight. Zeke and Kozlov looked like they had a good thing going, but you could not deny the resiliency of the $1 Million congregation. They battled back when it mattered most, and then you saw Suspect connect with that devastating shutterbug on Zeke Jackson, and that alone has guaranteed the $1 Million congregation another draft pick. I'm also getting word that it's a tag team draft pick as well.
So who's going to be heading over to SmackDown? Which tag team?
It could be a lot. There's a lot of depth and
I've received word though too. It could just be 2 superstars that have just formed tonight. I mean, you don't know.
I mean, logically, I would think it'd be a tag team, but nonetheless, Jericho could be drafted. Now, that would be an interesting situation if Jericho got drafted over to SmackDown. Nonetheless,
find out who's it going to be.
A great victory for the congregation, and SmackDown getting another pick. And so, wait a minute! Speaking of Jericho! A vicious attack from the WEDF champions from behind!
What's this about? What is this about? The tag team, the WEDF tag team champions are taking the world tag team champions. What gives?
What is this all about here? A double suplex on D'Angelo, De Niro. Jericho have just completely decimated the congregation here tonight. The element of surprise and exhaustion from the $1 Million congregation gave Jericho the pressing advantage here. Jericho holding Big Show back. What business? What business do the WEDF Tag Team Champions have doing this to these two men?
Well, we're going to find out who's going to be drafted over, but we're going to have to find out answers from Jericho.
But which two? More importantly, who's coming to SmackDown? Oh my goodness! The Motor City Machine Guns! Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, the former WEF Tag Team Champions, headed to SmackDown!
And this could very well, I mean, you know how being drafted over to another brand could really help your career out. This could really help the Guns out, since they seem to fit better on a show like SmackDown, where wrestling is more welcome, where Raw just seems to be the promo show. They could really elevate themselves over on SmackDown.
No, you know, I think there's as good as wrestlers on Raw as there are on SmackDown, but I do have to agree with you to that extent. Some of the better wrestlers are found on SmackDown, some of the best talent found on the Blue brand, baby.
Here goes CM Punk. CM Punk is going to be set to face. Who's he facing? We're going to cut to whoever he's facing. Who's it?
Oh, I think I might have an idea, according to this. Is he going to face Triple H? Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen! The newest member of SmackDown! CM Punk, the best wrestler! Absolutely. Superman. And I'm saying nothing of this rated Punk baby. Of CM Punk, the beginning of the career of the best wrestler in the world. I got it
out for a second.
I guess I'm just so excited, or there's just some problems on my end. I don't know. Nonetheless, I'm glad. Oh, Frank Dog, here we go.
Time to play the game, and remember, Triple H holds a pinfall victory over CM Punk in that tag match, where it was Hulk Hogan and Triple H unsuspecting Triple H against CM Punk and Brock Lesnar.
That's right. Triple H does hold a pinfall victory over CM Punk. And you also got to think Triple H taught Brock Lesnar a lesson in their no-holds-barred match at WrestleMania II.
I would like to say something here, ladies and gentlemen. His claims are upon it, and so is tribute to the troops. WEDF will be traveling to Iraq once again. I can confirm this. Hulk Hogan will be at tribute to the troops.
What a real American hero.
And that's right, yeah, I'll confirm something else. Hulk Hogan will be teaming up with John Cena.
I could go on and on about the interest in that. Let's go on about Triple H. Let's focus on the now. Let's focus on how Triple H taught Brock Lesnar what happens when you try to play the game and lose horribly. Lesnar tried to use Triple H's signature sledgehammer against him, but Triple H showed Lesnar that Triple H is not one man to be intimidated, not one man to be messed with. Clocked Lesnar's lights clean with that sledgehammer.
So that match.
Nice.
The novice Raw General Manager made that match no holds barred, and he made sure that weapons were allowed to be used in that match.
I also like to think in that extent, the anonymous Raw General Manager might also be a bit of a extremist, so to say, right?
Perhaps.
Whatever it be, these two men coming off huge WrestleMania victories. CM Punk coming off the hugest victory against Hulk Hogan. And I'm going to take nothing away from Hulk Hogan if I got cut out just in case. I'm taking away nothing from Hulk Hogan. But at WrestleMania II, CM Punk proved quite possibly why he is the best wrestler in the world.
Oh, CM Punk letting go with Triple H. Oh, here comes the right hand.
Again, these two men, big WrestleMania victories, big momentum, but only one man can win here tonight. Punk and Triple H trading shots, a big kick from Punk, another big kick. The flurry of kicks from CM Punk flying in. Triple H with an Irish whip. Triple H gets a knee to the face.
And may I say the partners, the opponents for Cena and Hogan, one of them is in this match. D-Generation X. That is correct. DX reunites one more time. But
and I gotta say, those troops in Iraq, they're really getting a gift here in the Tribute to the Troops arena. They're gonna get a gift when they see four of the biggest superstars of our time colliding in one ring. Never before, mayhaps never again.
I also can confirm that CM Punk will be facing someone, one of his old rivals. I can't say who it is. I'm not sure who it is, but I know it's one of his former rivals in WEDF. We'll have to find out and see who he's facing.
We're going to hold all the surprises aside, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Tribute to the Troops, definitely going to be a big night, but let's focus on this match right here as CM Punk connects with that back suplex, trying for a calf kick. Triple H getting out of the way, but still CM Punk a bit too fast for him, and Triple H sending him to the outside.
Now the game, we can describe this word Triple H is very dangerous. CM Punk's got to be careful.
Especially when we're on the outside, not in the ring. Triple H has the advantage as he drops CM Punk face first into that barely padded concrete and throwing him into those steel steps for extra measure.
This is where the cerebral assassin's at its best.
Absolutely. You would have to think CM Punk might be the more technical wrestler of the bout, but Triple H is the toughest fighter of the bout.
I know Triple H. A huge neck breaker has been to Triple H, and there's a knee right to the face.
Now Triple H hooks the leg. This could be it. 1, 2, no. the cerebral assassin, still in control, but CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, not going down without a fight thus far. Hard Irish whip into the corner, CM Punk dazed. Triple H, once again, another hard Irish whip. CM Punk dazed. Triple H taking a moment to think about what he's going to do next. Another basic back suplex there from the game. The 14-time, or is it 13? I forget.
The former 13-time World Heavyweight Champion.
Thank you.
CM Punk reversal. Oh, Triple H exploded with the clothesline.
Triple H continuing to lay into CM Punk, a big elbow. CM Punk holding his head. Triple H throwing Punk into the corner. I was about to say Cena out of blind stuff there.
Remember, Cena got Punk on SmackDown. Maybe that's why he's... Anyway, Triple H with the knife edge chop.
Stomping into CM Punk. Now driving the knee right into CM Punk's face. You gotta think though for Raw or for SmackDown. Well, really, Raw hasn't been on. Wait a minute, CM Punk!
Unorthodox right there. Wait, Punk.
Laying in to Triple H with those MMA style elbows, and CM Punk calling for it, saying it's time for Triple H to go to sleep. Excuse me. Triple H quickly getting out of that situation and giving him a knee for his efforts.
He's cover two with CM Punk kicks out in 2. Wait, Triple H. What's he think? Is it pedigree time? No. CM Punk counters out.
Hey, Frank Dog. I think I'm hearing about who CM Punk's opponent might be at Tribute to the Troops. Should we go ahead and let the cat out of the bag or not?
We'll do that. Right. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting the word from the anonymous Raw General Manager. CM Punk at Tribute to the Troops. One-on-one. He will face the WEDF Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And we all know
rematch of that big-time rivalry.
We all know that rivalry really didn't end on the best of terms, but CM Punk applying that tarantula-style submission there. Not really tarantula, but still an effective submission on the ropes nonetheless, but he quickly had to let it go before he would get disqualified. And CM Punk with a big calf kick taking down Triple H.
Wait, Punk going to the outside. What's CM Punk thinking here?
Punk! A big clothesline right there from CM Punk as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, Triple H kicks out.
Game kicks out. Yes, CM Punk and Stone Cold. Then DX teaming up to face Hulk Hogan and John Cena? What else could be in store for the show?
Oh, wait a minute. CM Punk, Shining Wizard, Bulldog combination. CM Punk hooking the leg.
Well,
1, 2, no. Whoa, sir. Oh, by the way, I realized I was rude. When CM Punk was going for the go to sleep, I accidentally sneezed. So for those of you a little bit offended, excuse me.
Right, Punk,
there we go.
For the GTS again. Here we go. He's
trying again. Got him up. GTS with full force. Could this be the end of the game? 1, 2, no! And CM Punk quick with that Hurricane takedown. But anyway,
you gotta expect that Triple H won't be going down like that.
I wouldn't either. I think that
he kicked out of the F5 at WrestleMania II after he got counted out of that pedigree.
I mean, there's no denying the resiliency of Triple H. But the thing is, how long can he hold up against CM Punk knowing how tired he really is from that no-holds-barred match as CM Punk almost got him there with that cover. CM Punk with a diving crossbody. CM Punk is feeling it. CM Punk is on fire. Got him up.
Yes, again.
Diego. Triple H raising the arms. Triple H going for pedigree. No. As we see, ladies and gentlemen, we had a couple frame rate issues. For those of you who kind of missed it and saw the skip, Triple H countered GTS with a DDT.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
Oh my God! That Harley race style knee from Triple H, and Triple H is on fire! Triple H is feeling it right now, ladies and gentlemen. CM Punk runs him into ropes. Signature face buster. CM Punk is in trouble. Double A spine buster. Shades of the legendary enforcer Arn Anderson. And Triple H setting up for endgame once again. Trying for the pedigree. Is he going to get it? Yes, he's going to get it. Full force. That is it. It's over. CM Punk might be all she
wait for CM Punk. This is it.
No!
CM Punk just kicked out of the pedigree.
Well, I shouldn't be surprised. You remember at WrestleMania II, CM Punk kicked out of the atomic leg drop.
Wait a minute. What is Triple H going for? The sledgehammer. This is not no disqualification match.
I think Triple H started to get a bit desperate, and now CM Punk gonna make him pay for it. CM Punk gonna show Triple H the error of his ways. You saw it.
Praise King. Oh, referee. Wait, Triple H is trying to get the right. Triple H is up there, but he doesn't see what's happening.
Oh my goodness! The Anaconda Vice! The Anaconda Vice! CM Punk has got Triple H trapped in the middle of the ring. That outburst is gonna cost Triple H. Is he gonna tap? He taps! He's tapping! He's tapping! He's tapping! That's it!
But what was Triple H going for the sledgehammer for?
I think Triple H started getting a little aggressive. You know, CM Punk kicked out of the pedigree. Nobody usually does that. And Triple H remembered the last time he did the pedigree, he had to do it on the sledgehammer to win. But that was against Big Brock Lesnar.
And no DQ match.
Yes. So I don't know why Triple H is doing that. That's
uncharacteristic.
Not just uncharacteristic. That's desperate. That's vindictive. That's devious. I don't know why Triple H would try to go for the sledgehammer, especially when he was putting on one hell of a match with CM Punk. But nonetheless, CM Punk continues rolling on the momentum, making Triple H tap out to the Anaconda Vice and guaranteeing yet another SmackDown draft pick. And you see SmackDown
earlier in the night, Raw had all the draft picks. Now SmackDown, this is like 4 consecutive picks for the Blue Brand. Something like that.
Yes. At one point, Raw was up 7-1 against SmackDown, but SmackDown has quickly caught up. SmackDown is 7-6 right now. It is 7-6. And thanks to CM Punk, we're about to see who's going to join the Guns. Orton, Lesnar, Sheamus, and Punk himself.
Who's it going to be?
Actually, they do have 6, so it'd be 7. Shawn Michaels! Shawn Michaels! You're kidding! You're kidding!
This is unbelievable! Front Row's mainstay is heading over to SmackDown. This is unbelievable!
I believe this is also the first time this has ever happened!
Shawn Michaels heading over to SmackDown for the first time in his career.
And here's the more important thing about it. The Heartbreak Kid and Triple H on separate brands. DX is split apart.
This is unbelievable. Where's going to Triple H's mind? Knowing his best friend is no longer a part of Raw.
Nonetheless, the showstopper. I gotta think, ladies and gentlemen, Shawn Michaels might have a new breath of life in him. Heading over to SmackDown, new competition, finally getting away from the Raw scene. You gotta think, the big gold belt, the World Heavyweight Championship, is clearly on Shawn Michaels' mind.
Especially after defeating The Rock at WrestleMania II.
Absolutely. But again, ladies and gentlemen, what a great way for SmackDown to catch up. We're not at 7-6, we're at 7-7. I forgot the guns were 2 people.
Anyway, it is time for our main event. Here we go.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be sort of like bragging rights. This is going to be for the final draft pick of the night. The match that we've all waited for. The main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas Rattlesnake, the new WEDF champion against the great one, the People's Champ, the Brahma Bull, The Rock.
This is definitely a rematch from episode 71, which was a part of episode. Those 2 men defeated 4 fatal 4-ways. Then The Rock got past, I believe it was Jeff Hardy, while Stone Cold beat John Morrison. Then those 2 faced on the finals at Raw, and the Hawaii match stole the show. The Rock ultimately got that title shot at WrestleMania and won the WEDF Championship. Meanwhile, Stone Cold won the Rumble this year. Then he headlined WrestleMania 2 and beat The Miz.
And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the new WEDF champion, the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man chased the WEDF Championship relentlessly for 1 full year, trying to make everything right and regain the title he arguably should have never lost at Survival of the Fittest. All the obstacles in his way. Vince McMahon, you, The Miz, the Abyss, Cena,
the priceless corporate happening.
The Rock. Speaking of The Rock defeated Yes, The Rock defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin in those tournament finals on that episode you were talking about to go on to face John Cena at the first ever WrestleMania, and of course, The Rock defeated John Cena on that night. So ladies and gentlemen, I gotta think this is somewhat a bit of an interesting, if not ironic, or I don't want to say poetic justice at all, but definitely I have to think there's some bit of irony to Stone Cold being the WEDF champion while The Rock went past him and stepped over him to get to John Cena and get to the WEDF championship at the first WrestleMania. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the 2 greatest icons of our time colliding once again.
One last time.
And this is for the final draft pick of the night.
Whoever gets drafted, it's got to be huge. It's got to be like the MVP Rock stare down, which led to a WEDF Championship match.
Rock telling him to bring it. Austin giving him the proper fingers. Trading jabs. Austin, Rock, Austin, Rock, Austin, Rock. The people are getting behind this. The WEDF universe is coming alive as Rock and Austin start to switch gears with every single punch shared between them.
The Rock gained the upper hand now. It's Stone Cold coming back. Austin's coming back with the right hand. Remember this historic rivalry between these 2 superstars to be over the Intercontinental title, the WWE Championship, the WEDF Championship, and the draft. It's just
the history between these 2 for years and years and years. Many fans worldwide have considered these 2 to be the pinnacle of all of sports entertainment, much less professional. Yes, much less of professional wrestling. And through all the dream matches, through all the current matches, I don't think there might be one that could ever live up to the great environment there was when Stone Cold Steve Austin faced The Rock.
It was 3 WrestleManias together.
Absolutely. And what an honor it is for him to do it here again in the Season 3 draft. Austin throwing Rock into the corner. Beautiful
Last year,
area.
it was Rock and Cena.
Yes. Last year it was Rock and Cena in a rematch for the WEDF Championship. Now it's Austin and Rock.
The Rock will be seeing Cena on SmackDown. You know those two will look to tear each other apart once more. Maybe have a WEDF Championship #1 contenders match or something. Maybe
Yes.
Or for the World Championship, I mean. So,
Yes, but you also got to think about what happens if Stone Cold wins this match. Because if Stone Cold wins this match, who's to say that John Cena isn't going to Raw off that? Who's to say that anybody on SmackDown
you can very well be going. Last year, we saw the Intercontinental and U.S. Championship holders switch brands.
Absolutely. The titles switched, and, you know, I don't know how to put it, but nobody's safe. Nobody is safe.
And Theodore Walk himself could be drafted.
Absolutely. Now we see Austin with a big bulldog.
I can confirm that The Rock will also be in action at Tribute to the Truth. His opponent is to be determined. A clothesline over Stone Cold.
Tribute to the Troops, of course, always going to be a big event. We already got two big
opponent.
Wait a minute.
One.
Like two. No.
The opponent will be confirmed. It's going to be John Morrison, former WEDF champion.
Whoa. Now what the hell is up with that? Morrison and The Rock going at it again?
That is correct. Those two former rivals for the WEDF championship.
Absolutely. That's definitely going to be a great match to see. But nonetheless, Tribute to the Troops already shaping up to be...
Wait a minute. Talking Austin. What's he thinking? Thinking rock bottom.
I think he is thinking rock bottom. Going for it. Got him. No, Austin gets out. But again, wait a minute, Stunner. No.
Know each other so well.
Too well. But anyway, Tribute to the Troops. This already seems like a card, a WrestleMania card for the Troops. But again, we'll let The Rock get this cover here too. Anyway, Tribute to the Troops really just seems like a special WrestleMania for the Troops.
And another match that's confirmed. I'm not sure about it. It's not set in stone, but John Cena, according to my rumors, no, not John. No, not John Cena.
Frank. Hold it off. We've said enough. We have 3 big matches that everybody's going to look forward to, but Austin's going to make a cover here too. No.
Yeah, I shouldn't say anymore. I'm just so excited for Tribute to the Truth. But anyway, we have to get back to the show, the draft, which has been just as exciting.
But again, just one more time, Tribute to the Troops, WrestleMania Christmas style, very special treat for the troops in Iraq who continue fighting for just fighting bravely, I guess. I don't want to get into the Patriot shit, you know.
Wait a minute.
Oh!
Oh!
Jesus! You would think Austin would stray away from doing moves like that, and you know, just forget it. Let's focus on this match. I'm not even gonna. We'll talk about all that shit later. Anyway, Austin and The Rock, 2 of the greatest icons again colliding. These 2 men have been going back and forth. We've said too much about Tribute to the Troops. We are not doing these men enough justice. Rock going for a strike. Austin!
Oh! Veteran move of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Singing Rock.
And getting The Rock down on the mat, and Austin feeling the momentum. Hooks the leg. 1, 2!
We shouldn't overlook these 2 competitors. This historic rivalry. Rock reverses.
They're gonna take advantage of the wooziness of The Rock with a Luthez.
Uh-oh.
Austin calling for the end. Going for the stun. Oh! Rock bottom! Yes! I think this could be the end. Rock just hit the rock bottom. Rock hooking the leg. 1, 2, no!
Not over yet.
We shouldn't be. Wait a minute. Trying again. Austin with a counter. Austin. Stunner.
Stunner out of nowhere.
That stunner absolutely rocked the house. Austin pulling him over. Hooking the leg. 1, 2, 3. No. The members of Team Bring It, Austin's beer drinkers, everybody in the world is standing up for this match. Austin and Rock continuing to trade shots like two titans. This is exactly what we wanted to see to end a monumental night to get Season 3 started on the right foot. Anyway,
Rock, neck breaker.
Beautiful neck breaker from the Rock there. Very simple, very effective. Rock with a DDT.
Vintage Rock.
The Rock is feeling it right now, ladies and gentlemen. He hooks the leg. 1. No. Rock with a punch. Austin trading. Rock. Rock throwing him in the corner. Rock has got Austin set up. Going for some. Oh no! Another maneuver like Joe, and Austin again going to the well. That second pile driver of the match. Almost kind of sort of in the vein of Terry Funk on that one, ladies and gentlemen. We all know Austin is, of course, from Victoria, Texas. A rough, tough, tenacious Southern brawler. Possibly the toughest SOB of our generation, but Austin, signature elbow drop, and Austin ready to deliver the kill, calling again for the stunner. Is he gonna hit it? No, he ain't. And Rock, Samoan drop out of nowhere. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the most electrifying move. Entertainment. The Rock.
Entertainment. People's elbow.
The people's elbow. Hooking the leg. That's it. 1, 2. No. The Rock on fire. Trying for the rock bottom. Stone Cold with a counter. Both men trading shots. They're just too evenly matched right now, Frank Dog. Too evenly matched. What's it going to take for one of these to lay down?
I have no idea.
Another Samoan drop from The Rock. The resiliency of these two. Ungodly. Unworldly. These two men, absolutely the greatest of our generation. And a shoulder breaker. Definitely a smart idea there, considering Austin's neck problems. And now Rock. Is he going to go? Oh, no. Well, like he was going to go for a second dose of the most electrifying move in all sports entertainment, the people's elbow. But no. Stunner. Rock bottom. No. Austin. Clothesline. Austin getting back in the fight. Rock dazed. And now Austin, I got to think he might be thinking stunner here. But Austin wisely taking his time. Austin not going to rush into it. That's what separates the WEDF. Trouble! Stunner
connects.
And The Rock felt that one, tried to stand up but couldn't. Went limp, and now Stone Cold looks for the end. Cover. 1, 2, 3.
Over.
And you see there, you saw how Stone Cold got out of that rock bottom and laid him out with that clothesline. Didn't go directly for that stunner. That's what's going to separate the WEDF champion from everybody else in the WEDF. The WEDF champion thinking on another level. The WEDF champion thinking on another platform compared to everybody in the WEDF. And because of that thinking, because of that knowledge, Austin able to walk away victorious. And because of this, Raw earns the final draft pick of the night, and this is the one that matters the most. Ladies and gentlemen, who could it be?
Who's the last pick going to be? for Raw, who's heading over to Monday night. What a win for Stone Cold. But maybe, perhaps, this next pick could possibly lead to a potential challenger for the WWE Championship.
What a match these two had here, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Dog could be right. We don't know who the pick is, nonetheless.
Anyone.
Yes, anyone. It could be me. It could be Danny. Both the world championships could be on. It could be anybody. Well, who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? I'm excited. I'm standing up. Who's it going to be? Everybody under their seats. Come on, baby.
Big.
Oh, my God. Holy shit, what?
The Fittest, Cena coming back to Raw.
You see it right, ladies and gentlemen! The C-Nation leader! The changing commander! The doctor of thugonomics! John Felix Anthony Cena headed back to Monday Night Raw!
And Stone Cold is still in the ring, not backing down one bit. Wants to eliminate Cena to win the Royal Rumble. Cena has not forgotten that.
Cena making a beeline to the ring. The fans, the C-Nation, the WEDF Universe alive on their feet. John Cena, what a monumental draft pick this was. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what a draft this has been. What a shakeup. What a way to start Season 3. Wait a minute.
Stare down.
Cena and Austin. Look at him.
Conclude the draft. Maybe potential rivalry renewed over the championship. The richest prize for Ocean Jacks. This is Frank Dog signing off. What a draft this was.